It is a great Thursday night for baseball. Even though cloudy skies and a much windy night, 19-mile-an-hour winds. It's Alex Feuz, Cade Crenshaw, and our own Claire Foley with you. We're back in Bourne for the second time this week, and it's a must-win matchup for the Wareham Gatemen. Haven't won in almost 2 weeks. We'll have first pitch lineups and more on this Gateman pregame show, but first, Cade Crenshaw joins me now. Cade, welcome in, and it's a great Thursday night, like I said, for another baseball matchup here in Bourne. What's one of the key points for a Wareham victory tonight?
Well, I think it's going to start with the pitching staff. Not only how do they keep runs off the board, but on the offensive side, what type of run support can they have? Across the Gatemen's last 7 games, they've been outscored 49-20. Anytime you have a 29-run differential, it's not going to play in your favor, and that's exactly why the Gatemen have not won since all the way back on June the 10th, July 10th, today being July 21st. It's been a while since the team has experienced a win. Tonight, though, you take on a Bourne team that this is now the 5th meeting between the two squads. The first three ties. The last one 2 days ago, Bourne took control. They won it 7-2, despite each team totaling the same number of hits. The biggest difference was Bourne. 3 of their hits were home runs. You have to limit the big-time swings, especially in a ballpark that's very, very favorable in the corners. 330 to left and just 300 to right. But then there's that 395 fence in center field. And with the wind that's known here at Dorn Park, it goes from home plate out over that center field fence.
Well, it's going to be a tough challenge for the Gateman pitchers tonight. They do rank in the most home runs given up by a team here in the Cape Cod Baseball League. Leading things off for the Gatemen is Ryan Campos behind the plate as well. Max Anderson batting second. Owen Diodati in the third hole tonight. In the cleanup spot is Chase Davis. Batting fifth, the new face made his debut 2 nights ago here at Bourne is Brian Morrell. Batting sixth, back at first base is Carter Graham. At shortstop and batting seventh, Derek Fabian. DHing tonight made his first appearance on the mound is Will Rogers. And to finish off this Gateman lineup is Jack Hausinger. It'll be Jason Woodward on the mound looking to get things back from where he was in the first start he made. We'll take a quick break, first pitch, and more coming right up next.
Each and every game here at Spillane Field is made possible by our sponsors. Let's take a moment to recognize Gateway Tavern, Coastal Orthodontics, Fairway Financial, Joanne Stevenson, Sullivan Wine and Spirits, Deb Levesque Massage Therapy, the Law Office of Mark Deshays, Office Technology Group, J&M Baseball Academy, South Coast Health, Minkle Boys Catering, 80 Makepeace, Reed Custom Soils, Soft as a Grape, Bay Motor Inn, Point Sign, Wareham, Sipicon and Dartmouth Week, Cranberry Self-Storage, Village Signs, the Law Office of Lang, Exaferris and Bullard, Reedy, Kiernan and McNally LLP, Robertson's GMC, Effie's Homemade, Wareham Country Market, the Wareham House of Pizza, Robbery's Tree Service, Patty Wild, Onset Bay Association, Select PT, El Mariachi, Water Whiz, and Cool Cone. Thank you once again to our sponsors of your Wareham Gatemen.
Curry College is where you go to become anything you want. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers with learning beyond the classroom. Explore undergraduate programs, NCAA Division III athletics, and continuing education and graduate studies, including 5th-year master's programs at curry.edu.
Mosquito bites and ticks. No, yikes! When the bugs get scary, just call Mosquito Mary's 866 Ask Mary or visit us at mosquitomarys.com.
The 99 Restaurant and Pub is proud to be a sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit your local 99 and try their famous Colossal Lobster Rolls, piled high on a grilled brioche and served hot buttered or just the right amount of mayo and celery with fries and coleslaw. The 99, always the real deal.
The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gateman and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
The Gateway Tavern, located on Marion Road in Wareham, offers an extensive but not exhaustive array of menu choices. They search for the finest in foods, ranging from garden fresh produce to hand-selected seafood, and have special menus that change daily. The Gateway Tavern is proud to be the official helmet of the Wareham Gateman.
Mark Deshays has been practicing law in southeastern Massachusetts for over 30 years. His primary focus is on all aspects of real estate law, including residential and commercial real estate transactions, commercial leasing, land development, land use and zoning law, and land conservation matters. If you need representation, call now at 508-993-2300.
We want our money to work as hard for us when we retire as we did working to accumulate it. My name is Steve Anzoni, and I am president of Fairway Financial Insurance Agency. Money is just a tool to help you to do what you ultimately want to do, which is to travel, spend time with your kids, grandkids, and do other stuff. And I want to be the guy that's going to help you navigate the course of life to help you avoid those sand traps and get you onto the green and into the hole with greater financial confidence.
Gibson Sotheby's International Realty is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League, offering residential sales and vacation rentals across the Cape. We help you turn someday into right now. Each office is independently owned and operated. Sotheby's International Realty is a registered trademark.
Serving southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island, Office Technology Group has been the area's source for advanced digital multifunctional copiers since 2009. Call Office Technology Group at 508-858-5825.
Summer is here, and we are finally back to enjoying all our favorite outdoor activities. As temperatures rise, so does the risk for unexpected injuries. South Coast Health Urgent Care Centers are open, safe, and here to provide the care you need when you need it. Our 7 locations are open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. Walk-ins are welcome, and having a South Coast Health physician is not required. Visit southcoast.org/urgent care to check wait times and reserve your spot today.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape.
Welcome back here to Bourne, Massachusetts. Alex Feuz, Cade, Crenshaw, and our own Claire Foley with you. It is a windy night and nearing 20 miles an hour. In a ballpark, as Cade mentioned in the pregame show, it's 395 to dead center, but 330 down the left field side and same on the right field side. The ball can carry here, and we did see a few home runs hit by the Bourne Braves just 2 nights ago. The Gatemen looking for a big win tonight to get back in the win column. In the last 10, the Gatemen are 1-6-3 heading into tonight, but they do fare better on the road. They're just one win away from being 500. And a win tonight would be a must-needed win. Oh, we did the lineups. It will be defensively for the Bourne Braves in the outfield. Enos in left, Horvath in center field, Jones in right, and the infield from left to right. Hensler at third, Peck at short, Shaw at second base, and Brito at first. Frick behind the plate. And on the mound is Arguelles. Well, the Gateman, Cade, the offense has struggled as well in the last few games. How exactly can really they get back to where they were in the first half of the season?
It's tough because this is a Gateman offense that's gone through such a facelift in recent days. There is no more Hogan Windish. There is no more Alan Roden, among other figures. There is no more Kellum Clark. All those players leaving the team. So, it's a situation where a couple of guys are going to have to step up, and so far they just have not been put in those positions and done so. I look at guys, like a Chase Davis. He's found a way on base, but it's been via a walk the last couple games. He needs to get started squaring up some barrels. Another player like Derek Fabian, like Carter Graham, who we haven't seen in the last few days. If Carter Graham can add his offensive firepower to this team, it completely changes the dynamic of the group. So different figures need to step up outside of this team's two All-Stars, and Anderson and Campos.
The Gatemen had 6 All-Stars. 4 of them have either gotten drafted or signed by a professional baseball team. They had a great team, and they still do, and looking to get back in the win column. It will be Ryan Campos, Max Anderson, and Owen Diadalia, a really new top of the lineup tonight. Like Cade said, all 3 of them have been able to get on base, but it's been that timely hit that's really been we've talking about all season long. Well, here's Campos. Set to face Anthony Arguelles. Arguelles, a righty out of Miami, Florida. Played for Virginia Tech this past summer, or spring. Has a 3.60 ERA this summer. 5 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned. Has an opposing batting average of 150.
The Gatemen are going to have to find some consistency and get to this right-hander early.
Arguelles kicks in, deals a breaking ball low. Oh, 1-0 the count here to Campos. Campos out of Arizona, his other catcher at Arizona in the lineup as well. Bounces of the dirt now, 2-0 the count. Will Rogers made his first appearance for the game and on the mound on Wednesday night. I bet did not expect his first appearance with this Gateman team to be as a pitcher.
He is a two-way player, but only threw under 3 innings this spring.
2-0 in there for a called strike. Looked a little low. Campos held up there. Well, now 2-1 on the count. Wind blowing straight out to dead center field. A cloudy night here in Bourne, but no rain in the forecast. The 2-1 pitch up high. 3-1 the count. A 3-1 pitch incoming. Arguelles kicks and deals a 2-1 foul straight back. Campos works it full. Campos on this Gateman team has one of the best walk-to-strikeout ratios. 10 walks to 13 strikeouts. That's what you're looking for. He's been in the leadoff spot a lot this summer, and he's done a very good job at getting on base. Working a good at-bat already, as Cade mentioned. The Gateman really wants to try to get to this Bourne bullpen as quickly as possible. The 3-2 fouled away once again. And the 8th pitch of this at-bat incoming.
And that's really not a negative thing on the Bourne bullpen. They're not a bad pen. Scott Landers, former pitching coach for Brewster last year when he brought home the title, now in his first year with the Braves. This is a rotation for the Braves that has just been so lethal against the Gatemen. They have to break through starters sooner.
3-2 in there for called strike 3. Campos thought that was ball 4. He will head back to the dugout and first strikeout of the night.
Must have just painted the inside half. I thought that was up and in, letter high. But you go back to last starter.
Third baseman, number 15,
that the Braves
out of
threw
Nebraska,
at Wareham 2 nights ago. Ryan Fisher went 3 2/3. That's what you want to see. The Gatemen got him for 2 runs. The starter before that was Bryce Cunningham, who went 7 innings of 2-hit baseball.
Now here's Max Anderson. And then line drive, base hit up the middle. On the first pitch he saw, Anderson hit a bullet straight to center field. And the Gatemen get their first hit early tonight. Now here's Owen Diodati hitting .382, and since joining this team,
left fielder number 14 out of Oregon, Owen Diodati.
Make it 3 games in a row. Max Anderson's put up a hit.
This is Diodati's 11th game this summer. Oh, fouled that one, popped it up. Tracking over is Hensler at third, but will run out of room. Well, Diodati swung at the first pitch behind 0-1. Max Anderson on first, no score in the top of the first. Here in Bourne, Massachusetts, so it's Alex Feuz, Cade, Crenshaw, and Claire Foley with you. It's a nested night here at Bourne, which is why the game started at 7. The latest game will begin this summer as Diodati looks at that one upstairs. Now 1-1 the count. Arguello is set out of the waist. Now the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. 1-2 the count to Diodati. Owen Diodati, an interesting baseball player. Not only was he drafted out of high school for baseball, but also hockey. I chose a baseball route. The 1-2 looked at just outside. Now 2-2 the count. Baseball a lot less demanding than hockey. If you're an athlete in Canada, you better believe you know how to skate. Well, 2-2 the count here to Diodati. Anderson on first as he calls time. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The lights came on before the game even begun because of how dark the skies are here. But no rain in the forecast as a 2-2 breaking ball is swung at and missed in the dirt. Well, now 2 away. And that's Arguello's second strikeout of the night.
Center fielder number 6 out of Arizona, Chase Davis.
Now here's Chase Davis. 270 on the summer. Came in right about the same time as Diodati did. The pitch taken. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. Gateman looking to not waste a 1-out single from Anderson. Arguello is set at the waist, right above the belt. Kicks and deals the 0-1 pitch, fouled away. And Davis behind now, 0-2.
Five-game on-base streak for Davis coming into tonight. 8 walks during that 5-game stretch.
He's led off in most of his starts. In the cleanup spot tonight, though, 0-2 upstairs and 1-2 the count, just to try to generate some more movement within the Gateman lineup. It's been too many double plays and 1, 2, 3 innings in the past few games. Cody Doyle, the field manager tonight, shaking some things up. Trying to move things around to find out the right pieces. The 1-2, a line straight fouled on the third base side out of play. Well, we'll do the 1-2 again. You know, the old joke in baseball, Cade, is when you have one of these tough stretches, you always joke, okay, maybe we just throw 9 guys' names in a hat, and you pick out, okay, maybe this is how we form the lineup to try to see if this is how we get through this stretch.
I love Davis, though, in the cleanup spot. Pure power hitter with just a 300-foot fence.
Well, check back to first, and Anderson gets picked off, now caught in a rundown. Oh, it will be Peck that tags Anderson out to end the inning. Oh, Davis will be up to start the top half of the second, but we go to the bottom of the first. No score on the Gateman Radio Network. Stay with us.
Hey Gateman fans, don't miss out as the Wareham Gatemen head to Worcester, Mass. to take on the Bourne Braves at Polar Park, the home of the Worcester Red Sox. This special game at Polar Park takes place Monday, July 25th with a 6:45 first pitch. Tickets start at just $10, so head to gateman.org to get yours today.
Curry College is where you go to become anything you want. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers with learning beyond the classroom. Explore undergraduate programs, including new majors in environmental science, sport and recreation management, graphic design, marketing, and computer science. Online at curry.edu.
Catchers aren't the only ones protecting home. With Rogers Gray, you have more coastal homeowners insurance options and a true expertise in their people. Protect your home with Rogers Gray. Rogers Gray is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Learn more at rogersgray.com.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be a long-standing supporter of the Cape Cod Baseball League and its contribution to the local economy as a treasured summer attraction. Cape Cod 5 is a community bank serving customers throughout Cape Cod, the islands, and southeastern Massachusetts. Founded in 1855, the bank's mission is to enrich the lives of those it serves while contributing to the health and vitality of its communities. Cape Cod 5 provides a full range of banking solutions, including personal and business banking, residential mortgages, investment management, and trust services.
Well, welcome back here in Bourne, Massachusetts. We head to the bottom of the first. Still no score. It's Alex Feuz, Cade, Crenshaw, and Claire Foley with you. The Bourne Braves set the bat for the first time tonight. Ryan Enzos to lead things off. Matt Horvath batting second. Batting third, Matt Shaw in the cleanup spot. Christopher Brito. Batting fifth is Carson Jones. DHing and batting sixth is Joshua Moylan. And batting seventh is John Peck. Wyatt Hensler in the eighth spot tonight. And to finish off this Bourne Braves lineup is Tomas Frey. First pitch from Jason Woodward, a called strike to Enos. 0-1 pitch, low. 1-1 the count. Woodward looking to channel his first start where he gave up no runs through 4 innings pitched. Since then, as the 1-1 in there for a called strike, he's pitched 12 1/3 with 15 earned runs. Ahead 1-2 here on Enzos. Newly joined member of this Bourne Braves team to lead things off. Only 8 at-bats so far with the Braves. 2 for 8. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Enzo. Woodward kicks and deals a 2-2 pitch to Enos outside. Now 3-2 the count. Woodward set right at the belt. A slow worker who now deals a 3-2 pitch, popped him up in the infield. Could be trouble with a win. Hausinger playing back, pushing him into shallow center field to make the out. So 1 away here at the bottom of the first inning.
Center fielder number 21 out of
Defensively
North
for the
Carolina,
Gatemen. In the outfield from left to right, Owen Diodati in left, Chase Davis in center field, and Brian Morrell in right. From the infield, Max Anderson at third, Derek Fabian at shortstop, Jack Hausinger at second base, and Carter Graham at first. Behind the plate is Ryan Campos, and once again on the mound is Jason Woodward. First pitch, Mac Horvath comes up empty, 0-1 the count.
Horvath, the home run hitter 2 nights ago, or 2-run homer in the first inning. Tuesday's Bourne 7-2 win over Wareham.
Woodward ahead here, 0-1. The pitch bounces into Campos. Now 1-1 the count. A windy and humid night. Real feel right around 81 degrees, but the wind really cools that one down. A fly ball to left field. Diodati drifts in to make the play. So 2 quick outs for Woodward here at the bottom of the first.
Second baseman, number 24.
Well, here's Matt Shaw.
Matt Shaw.
And a 368 heading into tonight.
That leads the Cape League. He's got to be one of the top candidates for this year's MVP of the league. He's going to be in Saturday's All-Star game at Spillane Field.
Well, first pitch taken for a called strike. 0-1 the count. The also game quickly approaching just a few days away. The Gateman will be at Yarmouth Dennis tomorrow as the 0-1 bounces in. Now 1-1 the count. And you got the whole day of festivities on Saturday at Spillane. Home run derby, autograph sessions.
Food trucks.
Yeah, great food.
We saw a few starting to set up their locations when we were leaving the ballpark earlier this afternoon.
Woodward deals a 1-1 pitch taken for a called strike right on the outside part of the plate. Shaw now behind 1-2.
Woodward needs a strong first to set the tone.
The 1-2 pitch bounces in, gets away from Campos. Now 2-2 the count. 5 home runs on the summer, 18 ribbies, 39 for 106. Can't get much better than that.
14 extra base hits.
Nobody on, 2 away in the bottom of the first. Woodward kicks and deals a 2-2 fastball up high, fouled away. Right in front of us. Count holds 2-2. We've seen 2 either pop up or fly out already here in the bottom of the first at the wind. Somewhat effective. Center field flag blowing pretty heavily. Woodward deals a 2-2. Breaking ball in there for called strike 3, his first of the night. To work a 1-2-3 bottom of the first. We go to the top of the second. No score here on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Reed Custom Soils is New England's leading provider of lightweight planting soil for green roof installations and is the exclusive New England supplier of stabilized stone dust. Reed Custom Soils services over 300 golf courses and provides unique blends to fit your needs, all by experienced precision blenders. To learn more about how Reed Custom Soils can serve you, call toll-free 1-800-924-5335 or head to reedcustomsoils.com.
Want your daily dose of news? Lucky for you, Wareham, Sipicon, and now Dartmouth Week has you covered. Whether you live in Wareham or in the surrounding areas, you can count on up-to-date news on sports, schools, and even the fine arts, courtesy of the partnership between Wareham, Sipicon, and Dartmouth Week. Head to theweektoday.com and search Wareham, Sipicon, or Dartmouth for more.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Top of the second. Here in Bourne, Massachusetts, it's Alex Feuz, Cade Crenshaw, and Claire Foley with you. What a windy night at the ballpark.
20-mile-per-hour winds, and it goes from home plate to straightaway center field, a 395-foot fence. It's playing like 340.
Well, Davis swings at the first pitch, already his second plate appearance of the night. Was at the plate when Max Anderson basically got picked off and caught in a rundown where Josh Peck tagged him out right in between first and second to end the top of the first. No score. The 0-1 pitch outside. Now 1-1 the count to Davis. Davis went 1 for 3 with 2 walks. And last night's contest, 9 for 26 off right-handers. Looks at that one outside. 2-1 the count. Arguelles set. Kicks in, deals a 2-1 breaking ball. Called strike. Oh, Davis now in a 2-2 count. Lights Foley on. As the skies above are completely dark. The 2-2 fouled straight back. Look how holds 2-2. And like you mentioned, Cade, not only, obviously, I think the mindset changed just a tad. No one on base for a technical cleanup hitter. He's leading off the inning, so I think you probably just go right back in your leadoff mentality, right?
And that's a transition that Chase Davis can easily make. He played both roles at Arizona this spring.
2-2 pitch upstairs. Now full count to Chase Davis. Has really been someone that can be completely relied on getting on base almost every single night. A payoff pitch of Davis stays upstairs. Oh, Davis works a leadoff walk to start the second inning. His first walk given up by Anthony Arguelles comes here at the top of the second.
That's 9 walks in 6 games.
Oh, here's Brian Morrell. One pitch upstairs. Oh, 1-0 the count. Well, we got a special guest joining us in the booth, our very own Harrison Ian. Harrison, how are we doing tonight?
It's pretty good. Second time on the mic this week, so can't complain.
Oh, well, I wanted to give you a chance to cheer you up. I know it's a tough day for you. Rip your laptop screen.
Yes.
Oh, 1-0, cut on a miss. 1-1 the count to Morrell. But don't worry, we still have a plan so you can make your just amazing graphics.
Yeah, it's definitely hurt me a little bit, but hopefully Apple's going to take care of it and pick it up at the Apple Store on Monday.
Arguelles out of the stretch here. Davis on first, and popped up out of play from Morrell. Now behind 1-2. Oh, the game in a bit of a tough stretch right now. How do they get out of it?
I think they just got to find that lineup that it just clicks, and it takes a while after you lose a couple guys to get back in that groove, and it's not necessarily a situation that you want to be in where you want to be searching for that lineup, but that's the time that you got to do in this portion of the season.
1-2, a bullet to right field, base hit. Oh, now it's first and second for the Gatemen with nobody out in the top of the second inning. Oh, now 2 hits already tonight.
First baseman number 40 out of Stanford, Carter Graham.
Well, the Gatemen in business, a runner in scoring position with Chase Davis on second for Carter Graham. Graham had last night off. Had 22 home runs his past collegiate season. Oh, first pitch comes up empty. 1-1 the count. First and second, nobody out. You're Carter Graham. What do you do here?
I just find a gap, get the runner in scoring position to Chase Davis back home, and take the early lead.
0-1, breaking ball, called strike. Oh, Graham behind, 0-2. Graham 7 for 44 this summer, but able to get on base, has 3 walks. Trying to get into his own groove that he had this past spring. An unbelievable college season. Breaking ball in the dirt, cut on and miss. 1 away, and that's Arguelles' 3rd strikeout of the night.
Shortstop number 37.
Well, here's Derek Fabian.
Derek Fabian.
His first plate appearance tonight. 0 for 4 last night.
A bit colder and more windy than I was anticipating, Alex, if I must say.
You know, we were outside earlier today at Spillane Field, and it was nowhere near this type of weather as a breaking ball taken inside at 1-0 the count. It's like two completely different days. It was sunny, hot, and no wind just about 6 hours ago.
That's about what happens when you were in Wareham. Wareham's usually always 10, 15 degrees warmer than it is when you get closer to the canal here over near Bourne. So definitely a factor here tonight.
Oh, the 1-0 pitch grounded over to Petcat. Short steps on the second base bag, throws the first in time. It's a 6-3 double play to end it, and the top of the second inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Stay with us. Still no score here from Bourne.
Mosquito bites and ticks. No, yikes. When the bugs get scary, just call Mosquito Mary's 866-ASK-MARY or visit us at mosquitomarys.com.
The Gateway Tavern, located on Marion Road in Wareham, offers an extensive but not exhaustive array of menu choices. They search for the finest in foods, ranging from garden fresh produce to hand-selected seafood, and have special menus that change daily. The Gateway Tavern is proud to be the official helmet of the Wareham Gatemen.
Well, we go to the bottom of the second. Christopher Brito, Carson Jones, and Joshua Moylan due up. No score from Bourne, Massachusetts. A windy night. I know we keep saying that, but every time we say it, I think it gets windier, Cade.
It really, really does, Alex. You're right about that. This is a cool, chilly night here in Bourne.
Not as worse as that game in Hyannis, though, right?
Number 28, out of Rutgers, Christopher Brito.
Not as worse as that game in Hyannis, though, right, Cade?
Whew, that was awful that night. Oh, my, I'll never forget it.
Wow, wind 24 miles an hour now.
We're going to see a few homers tonight. It could be from this guy right here, 4 on the season for Brito.
No, Woodward's set. Kicks in, deals. Christopher Brito swings at the first pitch, pops it up right behind us. No one won the count. It's not a swirling wind. It's really straight to dead center field. Well, the 0-1. Taken inside, a 1-1 the count to Brito. A home run hitter at the plate. Mainly the reason why he's in the cleanup spot. That has a bullet that will split the gap in right center field. Rounding first, thinking about 2, and he goes. A throw in is going to be not in time. It's a leadoff double from Brito in the bottom of the second, and another runner in scoring position once again, this time, though, from the Braves.
That exact reason why Brito will be in Saturday's All-Star
Right
game.
fielder,
Big, just
25,
power
Virginia
swing.
Tech,
That time he splits the right
Carson
center field
Jones.
gap, and Bourne looks to strike first in the bottom of the second.
Well, Brito on second. Nobody out. The bottom half of the second inning. First base runner and hit allowed tonight from Woodward, who really has a slow tempo on the mound. Fires in a first pitch called strike fastball. Fills up the zone to Carson Jones. 1-1 the count. Sometimes a pitcher is a quick worker, not out of the stretch, and vice versa. Slows things down when he's pitching from in the stretch. Not in Jason Woodward's case. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball again. 0-2 the count. Can that help or hurt a pitcher?
Well, and you look in Woodward's case here as of late, it had hurt him because teams had really just crashed the base paths against him in recent games. No Hyannis in his next to last start stole 8 bags that night.
0-2 in there for called strike 3. So Jones look at 3 pitches to send him down for the second strikeout of the night from Jason Woodward on the mound.
The designated hitter, number 32, out of East Carolina, Josh Moylan.
Oh, one away. Here's Joshua Moylan. Brito on second, 1 away. Here in the second inning.
Lefty hitters averaging nearly 400 against Woodward this summer. The first one he faced was Jones. He struck him out looking. Now another one in Moylan.
Pitch taken. Another called strike. And then Woodward tonight has been phenomenal. 15 strikes, just 7 balls. Yet to walk a batter here tonight. The Gatemen have had so many strike throwers on their pitching staff this summer. As Woodward deals a pitch outside. 1-1 the count. 16 and a third pitch so far heading into tonight. 14 strikeouts. Now you can add 2 more to that. Woodward already has 2 strikeouts tonight. And a 1-1 count though here to Moylan. The pitch. Bounces in the dirt. Cut on a miss. Go ahead, 1-2. But Woodward responding well so far after a leadoff double. Struck out Carson Jones looking in ahead here, 1-2.
Important for this Gateman team, who is of course looking for their first win in 11 days, is to get a tone-setting start from Jason Woodward.
Woodward looking to start a win streak tonight. It's time call.
I believe that was our third base umpire letting Jason Woodward know about the 20-second clock to deliver a pitch.
With a nationally televised game, we're going strictly by the rules as a breaking ball cut on and miss. 2 away and back-to-back strikeouts, his third on the night.
Good work from Woodward.
Shortstop,
He's
16,
going inside against
John
these lefty
Peck.
hitters, whereas before he was just leaving it out and over the plate. And it didn't yield good results for him in his previous starts tonight, though. I like what I'm seeing out of Jason Woodward through an inning and 2/3.
This is the pitcher we saw from his first start.
You've got that right.
Breeder on second, 2 away in the bottom half of the second inning. Still no score. Gatemen have 2 hits. The Braves have 1. Well, John Peck looks at a first pitch breaking ball outside. And 1-0 count. In Woodward's pitch arsenal, fastball, curveball, changeup, fastball sitting 91 to 93. His curve has really been on all night long so far, 79 to 81. Woodward behind, 1-0 pitch, just a tad low. Now 2-0 count. But for the first time tonight, Woodward falling behind a hitter here. Now 2-0 count. Christopher Burrito started off this inning with a double that split the right center field gap. But back-to-back strikeouts, one looking, one swinging. Woodward trying to get back in this at-bat. The 2-0 breaking ball cut on and miss.
That's how you do it. That's a big battle back pitch from Jason Woodward. Almost looked like a slider even, over the heart of the plate.
Maybe a little slurve. Old school. The slider is a pitch, though, that has really been just so changed as the now low. 3-1 to count. Everyone has a slider these days, it feels like.
Yeah, you're right, Alex. And it used to be so rare to see a pitcher consistently use a slider. And for Jason Woodward, I went back and looked at his spring numbers at Florida Gulf Coast. Of the entire season, he threw the slider pitch. I mean, this is a guy who threw clear over 500 pitches in the spring, close to 800 pitches. He threw the slider 2% of the time. 3-1,
low and outside. Well, as we were sitting here talking about pitchers, I got a great story for you. I was talking with Ned Yost a few months back, and Ned Yost spent a lot of time with the Braves as a field coach, and he's always wanted, if he could create a new pitch. There hasn't been a new pitch invented. You have all these different, everyone can throw a slider differently than someone else. That's not a new. And you know what he said he would name his pitch?
What's that?
The Funky McNaster.
The Funky McNaster.
Yes. That just came to mind as we were talking about different pitches and slurves and everyone having a slider. And I was saying, well, Ned Yost.
Did he describe the pitch or just give the name?
Yeah, he said he could just throw it in almost like a slider, but with a different break and go straight down. Funky McNasty. Another slider or curve. I'll call it slurve. Only one to count.
It really gives remnants of both, doesn't it?
That looked like a slider.
Again, only threw it 2% of the entire collegiate season.
Well, maybe that's what's the difference maker tonight. Another one in there for a called strike, and now Woodward ahead of Hensler here, 0-2. It's first and second with 2 away. Still no score. I wonder who's termed the creator of the slider. Like, who made that pitch? The 0-2 grounded up the middle and threw for a base hit. They're going to send Brito. The play's going to be not in time. But the throw to third is not in time. Well, still waiting. No call at third base, but he's going to be safe. It's a base hit and an RBI, and the Braves take a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second.
A soft grounder that rolled over the mound, split the middle infield just in the right spot, and neither Hausinger nor Fabian could get to it. That's a pitch you're not too upset about for Jason Ward. Of course, you don't want to give up the run, but a simple ground ball like that just found a hole, and that's going to happen, unfortunately.
Well, here's Tomas Frick. It's first and third, still 2 away, and a 1-0 Braves lead. Well, the luck was all in Woodward's favor just until that little slow grounder up the middle for a base hit. Woodward trying to settle back into what his dominant start was prior to that run being scored. Breaking ball low. 1-0 the count. John Peck at third, Wyatt Hensler at first, 2 away here in the bottom of the second. 1-0 Bourne Braves. Woodward deals 1-0 pitch, taken for a called strike. 1-1 the count. What's your mentality right now if you're Woodward?
You need 1 out, and you're working against a hitter in Frick who's had an extremely slow start to the summer. Batting average well under 200.
A check back to first, but Hensler gets back in time.
Yeah, just 2 for 30 on the year is Frick. So this is the out you're looking for, the batter you want to face in this situation.
Woodward at the belt. Kicks and deals a 1-1 pitch, a called strike. Now Woodward ahead of Frick, 1-2.
And Frick was North Carolina's primary catcher in the spring for a Tar Heel team that took it into the Supers.
Many of that program also got their names called, a program that's really turned things around.
The Diamond Heels.
Time called. Another warning. Oh, they gave him a ball. Well, 2-2 the count. How about that's the first time we've seen that this summer on the Cape, and I would gather it's because we're on Nesson tonight.
100%.
2-2, a slow grounder over to Fabian at short, will make the throw to first base, and in time. The first base umpire said Carter Graham held the foot on the bag to make the play and to end the inning. 1-0 Braves heading into the top of the third. Stay with us on the Wareham Gateman Broadcast Network.
Curry College is where you go to become anything you want. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers with learning beyond the classroom. Explore undergraduate programs, NCAA Division III athletics, and continuing education and graduate studies, including fifth-year master's programs at curry.edu.
Mosquito bites and ticks. No, yikes! When the bugs get scary, just call Mosquito Mary's 866 Ask Mary or visit us at mosquitomarys.com.
The 99 Restaurant and Pub is proud to be a sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit your local 99 and try their famous colossal lobster rolls, piled high on a grilled brioche and served hot buttered or just the right amount of mayo and celery with fries and coleslaw. The 99, always the real deal.
The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gateman and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Hitting off the third for Wareham, the designated hitter, number 7 out of Arizona.
Back in the
State,
top of the
William
third inning,
Rogers.
Bourne leads Wareham 1-0. An RBI hit back in the bottom half from Wyatt Hensler. Put the Bravos on the board first. Back for the third, it's Will Rogers, Brian Padilla, and Ryan Campos. Cade Crenshaw with you for this inning. In the top of the third, Alex Feuz stepping away for a moment to go join the Nesson broadcast upstairs on the New England Sports Network. Well, Will Rogers is at the plate. First pitch, a fastball taken in the bottom half, dealt by the right-hander Anthony Arguelles. 0-1 record, a 3.60 ERA for the right-hander, formerly of Miami. He's going to be at Virginia Tech in the fall. Righty on righty, Rogers his debut at bat with the Gateman out of Arizona State. 0-1 pitch. Fastball low and inside, doesn't catch, count even. Now for Rogers, this is not his Gateman debut game. Well, you have to go back to last night, and he made his mound debut. Threw an inning in the ninth, gave up a hit and a run, a walk, and a strikeout. The 1-1 pitch, cut through and missed. Fastball off the inside of the plate, strike two. For Rogers, yeah, he's a two-way player. Primarily, though, he's driven by his offense. Hit .299 his freshman campaign this past spring with the Sun Devils. Only pitched 2 1/3. Bases empty, no outs, as we just get the top of the third inning underway. The 1-2 punch. Cut on and missed. Make it the fourth strikeout of the night for Arguelles, and that's one away in the top of the third. Fastball left elevated.
Second baseman number 10 out of Xavier, Jack Hausinger.
One away for Jack Hausinger. His 32nd game of the summer, 206 hitter. Righty on lefty. Hausinger batting out of the 9 spot. Arguelles peering in, turns and fires. First pitch fastball, called strike one, inner half. House didn't quite like it. Hausinger out of Xavier. 0-1 offer. Fastball well inside. Dancing out of the way was Hausinger. Bourne dugout letting our home plate umpire hear about it. Instead, the count's evened at 1 apiece. Dark blue skies up above, the lights shining down. We're playing in prime time. 1-1 pitch. Off-speed breaking ball, low and in. Ball 2. Obviously, Arguelles likes something in the scouting report on Hausinger to focus on the inside of the plate. He's dealt 3 pitches up close to Hausinger. 2-1 toss. Fastball up and away. There he goes opposite half. It's ball 3. Top of the order on deck, Ryan Campos. 3-1 pitch with one away. Popped in the air, foul territory. Frick gives chase from behind the plate, but it'll clear the fencing and find the seating on the left side. Hausinger, Campos, Anderson do up this frame for the Gatemen. Arguelles, the payoff. Fastball up at the eyes, that's ball 4. The second walk issued tonight by Arguelles. With one away, Hausinger takes first to bring up Ryan Campos for the second time tonight.
Catcher number 11 out of Arizona State, Ryan Campos.
Gateman catcher 0 for 1, struck out looking back in the first on a payoff pitch then with a full count that he nor I agreed with. It was up and in. Hausinger off first, one away. Righty on lefty, first pitch. Off speed, grounded foul off the plate and back towards the backstop. 0-1. Gateman will finish out the stretch before the All-Star break tomorrow night on the road at Yarmouth Dennis, a 5 p.m. first pitch. Hausinger at first, one away in the inning. Gateman trailed by a run. A pickoff over, Hausinger back in time. 1-0 Braves in the top of the third. The 5th meeting this season between these two squads. The first 3 ending in a tie that was 2-2 each and every time. Then Tuesday night that changed. Bourne 7-2 victors. 0-1 pitch. Fastball hit high in the air to center field. Horvath initially stepped back, now will charge ahead, make the catch. 2 outs in the inning. Fastball that was just a little bit too high on the barrel of Ryan Campos. Nearly had his 3rd home run of the summer. Instead, Hausinger remains at first with 2 away for Max Anderson, the Nebraska third baseman. Singled back in the first. That's now a 3-game hit streak for him. Righty on righty with 2 away. Down by a run. Arguelles deals. Off speed, stays up. Count 1-0. Player Max Anderson. Boy, does he love this ballpark, especially this week. I go back to Tuesday night, a 4-for-5 outing for Anderson that included an RBI double. 1-0 pickoff throw back in time as Hausinger yet again. 3rd time this inning. Arguelles comes set of the belt. And the 1-0 pitch. Hausinger goes. Fastball taken low. The throw down to second, not in time, and give Jack Hausinger this team's 14th stolen base of the summer. That still ranks dead last in the Cape and more than a dozen off of any other team, but you take it where you can get it. Hausinger moves into scoring position. He represents the tying run, and the count is 2 balls, no strikes to Anderson. Two outs, top third. Braves lead it 1-0, though the Gatemen have the tying man at second. A 2-0 pitch to Anderson. Fastball taken for a strike in the top half, hard of the plate. Two-one pitch off the plate. The fastball misses. That's ball 3. Anderson and the Gatemen trying to piece together a 2-out rally and tie this game up in the top of the third. These two teams no stranger to the tie. The 3-1 offering. Off-speed breaking ball dives into the zone. Inside corner it dots. Count is full. Hausinger drew a 1-out walk. He stole second. That's where he stands with 2 outs in the top of the third. Payoff pitch to Anderson. Off-speed breaking ball, cut on and miss to end the inning. 5 strikeouts tonight for Anthony Arguelles, and we go to the bottom of the third. Bourne holds on tight to a 1-0 lead as the Gatemen strand the tying run in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the third. We come back for more Wareham baseball on the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Gibson Sotheby's International Realty is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League, offering residential sales and vacation rentals across the Cape. We help you turn someday into right now. Each office is independently owned and operated. Sotheby's International Realty is a registered trademark.
Serving southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island, Office Technology Group has been the area's source for advanced digital multifunctional copiers since 2009. Call Office Technology Group at 508-858-5825.
Summer is here, and we are finally back to enjoying all our favorite outdoor activities. As temperatures rise, so does the risk for unexpected injuries. South Coast Health Urgent Care Centers are open, safe, and here to provide the care you need when you need it. Our 7 locations are open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. Walk-ins are welcome, and having a South Coast Health physician is not required. Visit southcoast.org/urgent care to check wait times and reserve your spot today.
Ryan Enos, Mac Horvath, and Matt Shaw due up the bottom of the third. Oh, pitch fouled straight back up here. Oh, I'm on the count.
Well, Alex, your New England Sports Network debut, Nesson debut, how did it go up in the booth?
Well, good, but I have a confession to make.
Okay.
I've left my iPad upstairs.
Oh, no. Oh, no. You've got to go back.
I'll grab it in between innings. I was looking for my tablet, and I was like, I don't know who's at the plate as the breaking ball called strike. 0-2 now.
So, outside of leaving your stuff up there, how did it go?
Oh, good. Well, you move so quick in between innings. You got to
Sure.
get out. It's 2 minutes in between innings. As the 0-2, a chopper over to third. Anderson makes the throw over to first in time. What a play by Anderson. Is an all-star for a reason. A 1 down in the bottom of the third.
Heck
but
of
other
a-
than that, yeah.
Heck of a throw from Max. Just had a couple hops, but he charged you hard and came up in a quick pick and throw. So it went well, though.
Yeah, other than that, yeah.
Okay.
Was hoping, for the Gatemen to either tie it or take the lead. I guess we'll have to just wait for the top of the fourth for that on the Gatemen Radio Network. Well, as Woodward deals a breaking pitch, that one drilled to center field. Davis drifts over, makes a play, makes a running grab, splitting the gap. Oh, now 2 down.
Well, Jason Ward has had a great bounce-back outing tonight so far, hasn't he?
Oh, he's really only given up 1 true hit. Really hard hit double by Brito, and outside of that, walked 1 batter, and with a little dribbler up the middle for a base hit that scored Brito from scoring position. Oh, other than that, he's been phenomenal. 3 strikeouts to 1 walk. That's what you're looking for. And a pitcher that has given up 15 runs and 12 1/3 pitched coming into tonight. Well, fastball up high, 1-0 the count. I think I can't read minds. But if I could, I think Woodward's mindset heading into tonight is, okay, we've struggled the last week and a half, give or take. I want to be the guy that ends this streak and starts us on a new page. There's a breaking ball, a called strike, and 1-1 the count. And he's done a great job at doing so if that was his mentality. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Horvath. Nobody on with 2 away. The pitch. Breaking ball, stayed high. 1-2 the count. A 1-2, chopper over to third or first. Rolls foul. Well, Matt Shaw now behind 1-2.
Wind still rolling in, though the flag in center field. There it goes. It's kicking back up. It died down for a moment.
Well, that's really, it's not a steady wind.
It's not. It's gusty.
You feel it for a good amount of time, and then it just goes nothing. Makes it difficult, I think, if you're an outfielder. You never know. You know, you could get a fly ball with no wind, or you could get some with a lot. The 1-2, curveball stayed high, but popped them up out of play. The count holds 1-2. Right off the house, that bounces right back almost to us. This is our chance, Cade. Closest foul ball.
Kid already beat us to it. We're in yellow Crocs. How about that? That's a fashion choice.
A strong one. Must be a fan of SpongeBob. Well, the 1-2 pitch, breaking ball outside.
And let me just describe you this whole outfit. Kid couldn't have been more than 10 or 12. Yellow Crocs, American flag shorts with a Mookie Betts t-shirt jersey from Boston.
Well, I think he just threw his outfit choices in a hat and said, which one am I wearing tonight? The 2-2 pitch, a grounder over to House, who makes the throw over to Graham in time to end the inning. Oh, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left after 3 innings of play. 1-0 Braves. Stay with us on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Reed Custom Soils is New England's leading provider of lightweight planting soil for green roof installations and is the exclusive New England supplier of stabilized stone dust. Reed Custom Soils services over 300 golf courses and provides unique blends to fit your needs, all by experienced precision blenders. To learn more about how Reed Custom Soils can serve you, call toll-free 1-800-924-5335 or head to reedcustomsoils.com.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape.
Well, top of the 4th. Here from Bourne, Massachusetts, Alex Feuz, Cade, Crenshaw, and our very own Claire Foley with you. Owen Diodati at the plate takes a fastball up high. Well, 1-0 the count. Diodati struck out swinging to end the first.
But the Gatemen just still within a run. Diodati, 2 homers on the summer and just 300 feet to the corner of right field for a lefty hitter. He's got to love that.
Well, time called at the plate from Diodati, transferring to Oregon. Well, the 2-0 pitch. Got a piece of it. Got a foul.
I think to another Oregon commit on the transfer portal. That's Hyannis' Riku Nishida, which makes me think as well about the second home run that Diodati hit was at Hyannis. It was opposite way, a 327 left field corner.
It wasn't in his first at bat back?
It was.
Back meaning being here last summer. Well, Diodati has not agreed with that call.
He hasn't agreed with a few tonight.
And he's been victim of a lot of tough calls this summer. Takes him out of at-bats. A 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. Now 3-2 the count. You know, what's so amazing, I wish we had different metrics as what the major leagues have. I mean, you get the apps, the MLB app, and you can tell where exactly the pitch was in that strike zone. And I get it's not four-dimensional, so you can't have that argument. But you can really see where the pitches line up, and sometimes you can see some bad calls, and that one stays high. So Diodati works a leadoff walk in the top of the fourth inning. But we've seen some interesting calls all throughout the different levels of major leagues, minor leagues, and here in collegiate leagues. Nobody's perfect.
No. And I think even, too, that brings up the conversation. I feel like, Alex, you and I talk about this each time we're on a call together, how the automated strike zone, we both think, is on its way to baseball.
It was brought up a lot during this All-Star break as a breaking ball taken or called strike to Chase Davis. He walked back into second. It was brought up. Commissioner Manfred said that it's on its way, but won't be seen at the major league level at the earliest. It'd be 2024. Now you can imagine as the 0-1 fouled away. Tony Clark, the MLB Players Association, the union for the players, isn't really a huge fan.
Well, why would you be? It takes out the human element from the game. We've gone 200-plus years with a human element. Why take it away?
Well, Davis behind 0-2, breaking ball high. 1-2 the count. But I think there's going to be another union that has a lot to say about this. It's the umpire union, one of the strongest in all of sports. You can make the argument that I think the Players Association, the MLBPA, is the strongest union in the country. As a 1-2, breaking ball, cut on and missed. Davis goes down swinging. One away in the top of the fourth inning. And that's Arguelles' fifth strikeout of the night.
Right fielder number 12 out of Hofstra, Brian Morrell.
But that umpire union is going to have a lot to say. That's taking a lot of jobs away. Maybe not at the start because you're going to put an umpire behind home anyways, just in case of technical error. As we got a bell. Christmas in July. A chopper up the mound and over to Petcat Short, who makes the throw to first base in time. Advancing to second, though, is Diodati. 2 away.
First baseman,
6-3, fielder's choice.
Carter Graham.
2 away. And here's Carter Graham, struck out swinging in the second. A player that I can't wait to see when he gets going at the plate. Had a phenomenal collegiate summer or season this past year and just waiting to have another great summer. A runner in scoring position in Owen Diodati. The breaking ball, called strike, below the knees.
That was not a good call. But one thing I will say, Alex, here in the on-deck circle, I look at Derek Fabian, and he doesn't have just the regular bat weight on his normal wood bat. No, he's swinging a different type of bat. Almost looks like one made of weighed down silicone. That's just trying to switch things up. I don't know if every Gateman hitter's done it yet. He's just the first I've noticed that has.
Breaking ball, called strike, and I've seen it before at Siena College. We have one of those. It's a weighted bat, where I don't really know the true benefits of it. I think it's a little wider to hold.
But not the usual bat weight on the barrel.
No, the 0-2 outside.
Really looked like the chunk of weight in it had been placed. You think about where you grip the bat. So right above your grip, probably 3 or 4 inches up. Not necessarily on the barrel, just kind of in that middle ground between your hands and the top of the barrel. That's where the weight was sitting. That's interesting.
You know what I call that?
What's that?
The pros use it, so I'm going to use it. A lot of major leaguers have used it.
Another warning there, issued a ball to the count.
2-2 pitch, cut on a miss to end the inning. Now, Diodati left in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Braves. Stay with us on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gateman at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape.
If you or a family member have been hurt at work, don't wait for the insurance company to discontinue your benefits or deny you medical treatment. Get an experienced workers' compensation attorney now before it's too late. The lawyers at Reedy, Kiernan, and McNally, LLP, have been practicing workers' compensation law for many years and are experts in the field of workers' compensation law. Having the advantage of retaining an attorney early on may make all the difference in your case. Know your rights. Be prepared and contact Reedy, Kiernan, and McNally, LLP today. The firm is located at 267 Main Street in Wareham and 2318 Acushnet Avenue in New Bedford. Call 508-295-0286 or visit their website www.rkm-law.com.
Bottom of the fourth we go. 1-0 Braves. It's Christopher Brito, Carson Jones, and Joshua Moylan. It was Brito, the main reason why the Braves have a 1-0 lead. He hit a bullet that split the center field gap. Got in scoring position with nobody out back in the second inning. And then he scored on a base hit from Hensler. Both teams, though, have 2 hits tonight. Brito cuts and misses late. No one won the count. Oh, nobody on, nobody out. It's the bottom of the fourth. Alex Feuz, Cade Crenshaw, and Claire Foley with you. A dark and windy night. Now, line drive, base hit up the middle, and Brito 2 for 2 tonight.
3 hits given up by Woodward, Alex, but I look right there, and yet again, just a soft hopper up the middle that found its way through the middle of Fabian and Hausinger into shallow center field. Those are ground balls you don't necessarily worry about as a pitcher if you're Woodward, but those are also the type of hits that can really, really kill your game and kill your momentum if the team's just singling you to death.
And from a dangerous one in Brito that could get a hold of one. A home run hitter. Limited to the contact, but ball gets away from Campos. Going to second easily is going to be Brito, who's in scoring position once again with nobody out. The last time that happened, Brito scored. The main reason why, a 1-0 ball game.
A 2-out RBI hit from Hensler back in the second, the difference maker tonight.
Carson Jones struck out looking in the second. Ahead here 1-0. A wide stance in the left-hander batter's box. The 1-0 pitch. Another line drive that will split the gap. Rounding third and coming home is Brito. Going to second base easily is Carson Jones. It's a stand-up ribby double, and the Bourne Braves take a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the fourth. Well, Woodward's been cruising outside of facing Christopher Brito, but now back-to-back hits, and now the Bourne Braves have a 2-0 lead in the fourth.
You can't work through the top of the order and have the 1 through 3 guys go 0 for 6 the first 2 times through the order, and then the 4 and 5 hole hitters go 3 for 4, because those are the ones that can do the most damage.
We'll see how long the leash is on Woodward. He's pitched phenomenal, but this Gateman team in a much-needed desire of a win. They're 1-6-3 in their last 10 games.
If you're Woodward, just settle in. You gave up the second run, yes. Just settle in and try to work through this inning and keep Jones, who's at second, on the base paths.
And just the experience from Campos, he probably said exactly what you said, Cade. You're the mind reader tonight. Well, Carson Jones on second with nobody out. Breaking ball taken low. 1-0 to count to Moylan. Woodward has been ahead on almost every single batter, but in this one falling behind. Set of the waist, the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball, called strike. 1-1 the count. Carson Jones on second. Nobody out. The bottom of the fourth. It's a 2-0 Bravos lead. 1-1 pitch in the dirt. 2-1 the count. Only one walk given up by Woodward tonight. It's a Gateman team that rarely gives up a walk.
The fewest given up in the Cape.
2-1 pitch. Grounded over to Hausinger. Will field it. Fire to first. In time, 1 away. Moving to third, though, was Jones. With 1 down.
Shortstop, number 16, out of Pepperdine, John Peck.
John Peck at the plate. Walked back into second. And now we'll see the whole entire infield move in. Looking for a ground ball to either make a throw down to home for a play or to keep Jones at bay at third. 2-0 Bourne, the bottom of the 4th. First pitch, taken for a called strike fastball. 0-1 the count.
For Peck, out of Pepperdine, can you name the mascot?
Is it a pirate?
It is not. You just left a pirate for Moylan's, East Carolina. There's Pepperdine. Think about it now. West Coast, California.
In and out. 0-1 breaking ball. Fouled on the third base side. 0-2 the count.
Well, now, when you think of California, what comes to mind besides in and out?
A palm tree?
You're getting close.
Is it a tree?
No. But where are palm trees usually located?
In the ground?
By the water.
So they're the ocean? Breaking ball in the dirt. 1-2 the count.
The waves.
Oh,
the
okay.
Waves. The Pepperdine waves. The ocean.
Hey, I said the ocean. I think we got to check with the Family Feud judges here.
No. Ocean would not be counted in that situation.
Got to brush up on my mascots, I guess. So what's their mascot? Is it 1-2? That one roped to right, and it's going to be a foul ball. Just foul. I think the entire Braves dugout thought that was a fair one.
Including their first base coach, he signaled fair, but luckily enough for Wareham, his signal's not the one that counts. The umpire was standing right on the line and ruled foul.
Well, 1-2 the count holds to Peck. Carson Jones at third with 1 away. So is there a mascot like at the sporting events, like a costume with a design as a wave?
Yes.
Interesting. Does a wave have eyes?
I'll pull up a picture for you. Of course a wave has eyes.
Well, what wave has eyes? Doesn't make sense. Woodward set at the belt. The 1-2 pitch fouled straight back here. It's 1-2.
Here's Willie the Wave. How about that?
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Like it's not okay.
You've got a mascot dressed up with purple skin or blue skin. Make that blue skin, a blue face, wave coming over like the top of a hair, almost like the Elvis look. Eyes and a face. Pepperdine T-shirt. Nike shoes as well.
Got those J's on.
Dresses better than you.
Most people do. 1-2 pitch line right to Fabian, who will make the throw home in time. What a play by Fabian, who did not hesitate whatsoever. Got the throw down to Campos, who tagged Jones out right at home. Well, advancing safely to first on the fielder's choices.
Number 13 out of Penn,
Wyatt
Hensler.
Well, here's Wyatt Hensler at a base hit and an RBI back in the second. Well, you know the winds must be crazy with all these winds.
The what?
Oh, the breaking ball thinking.
You lost me on that.
Inside for a strike. I meant to say the waves must be crazy with all the wind.
Okay.
I think I said winds twice.
I'm sure the waves are wild.
Got me thinking about that boat. Run around first. Went 2 away.
Are we going to have to rehash this
No.
story? Of Alex falling off a boat?
into the ocean. Runner goes. The 0-1 pitch grounded just fouled on the third base side. Hens are behind 0-2. Sprinkles now dropping here at Bourne.
I was wondering if I was the only one that was feeling that.
No, it's not just you.
It's been on and off for a little bit here. Just a little bitty drop of rain. It feels like someone's dropping sand on top of you. That's kind of what it feels like ever so often.
Peck on first. 2 outs. The bottom of the 4th. The Braves have a 2-0 lead. Breaking ball. Did he go? A check swing down the first base, but Sparky Burns says the White Hens are held up.
That's an umpire name for the ages. Sparky Burns. I love it. Been in the Cape League for a while now.
I got to ask after the game to see his license. I don't buy that his real name is Sparky Burns. It might be Jones.
He says it's Burns.
So does Peter. Well, the 1-2 count to Hensler. The runner goes. A breaking ball fouled right over on the third base side, out of play. Well, 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's been that way for a while. Hensler's been working Woodward here.
The name sort of goes together. You know, Sparks, you think of fire. Burns, you think of fire.
Right. That's why I don't buy that it's a real name. Unless his parents said, okay, his last name's Burns, so what starts a fire is a spark. Let's name him Sparky. Destined to be a baseball umpire. Woodward at the belt. Runner goes again. The 1-2 stays high. Campus has a throw down to second. In time. A late call at second base. But a throw down from Campos to Hausinger gets Peck in time to end the inning. Well, another run was scored. We go to the top of the 5th. 2-0 Bourne Braves. Stay with us on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
The Gateman would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gateman players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
One of the Gateman's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
Looking for a turnkey rental experience on the Cape? Gibson Sotheby's International Realty has a dedicated team of rental professionals ready to provide homeowners and guests with exceptional service. For Cape Cod rentals, nothing compares. Each office is independently owned and operated. Sotheby's International Realty is a registered trademark.
What's up, Gateman fans? Looking for Wareham jerseys, shirts, and hats? You can find all of that and more online at gateman.org/shop. Visit to get all your Gateman gear today.
We're dancing and jiving here in Bourne, Massachusetts. Alex Feuz, Cade, Crenshaw, and our own and only Claire Foley with you.
Now let's add in there, Alex. We weren't just dancing and grooving. You were singing.
I was not singing. I don't sing.
I beg to differ.
Fabian, Rogers, and Hausinger due up near the top of the 5th inning. Breaking ball, college strike.
The Gateman's still in this game. Just a 2-run deficit. The tying run in the on-deck circle. That's always the kind of games, if you're going to trail, the games you want to be in is when your tying run is coming up at the plate.
1-1 low, and we've seen this movie before.
We have.
3 times, 3 in a row, and the Gatemen have tied the Bourne Braves 2-2.
That all changed, though, on Tuesday.
That's right. 2 balls, 1 strike, breaking ball. High strike called to Fabian. 2-2 the count.
Big congrats to Derek's older brother, Judd. Second-round draft pick from the Baltimore Orioles early this week. I looked down the first base line here. Alex and his father and mother, Eric and Jenny, sitting just a few seats down from us. His dad donning that Baltimore Orioles cap. You know they're proud.
Well, it's so awesome. I mean, to hear your name called, and especially by a team that's so historic, the Baltimore Orioles, a team on the rise.
They really are.
A 2-2 breaking ball lined into right field for a base hit. Oh, Fabian gets the inning started for the Gatemen. And here's Will Rogers.
Designated hitter number 7 out of Arizona State, William Rogers.
It wouldn't surprise me in the least, Alex, to see Derek Fabian, who just wrapped up his freshman season. He's still got 2 more years before he's eligible, but come, what would that be, the 2024 draft, to hear another Fabian name called from the podium.
Well, a mound visit here. That brings the entire infield in, and we have a pitching change. Well, we'll have more information on the new Bourne Braves pitcher in just a moment. Stay with us on the Gateman Broadcast Network. Fabian on first, nobody out in the top of the 5th.
The law firm of Lang, Exifaris, and Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exifaris, and Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Whether a night at the tap room for pub grub, dinner for the family, or a full-service catered event, Minkle Boys Catering. Food with passion. Book your event today.
Back in Bourne, we remain in the top of the 5th. No outs. Derek Fabian stands at first base with Will Rogers stepping up the plate in moments, though they'll work against a new pitcher out of the Bourne pen. The first call made tonight by Scott Landers as he brings in Cameron By, a 5'11", 200-pound right-handed sophomore out of Wichita State. And boy, has he been phenomenal this season. 15 2/3 innings pitched across 8 appearances tonight, being his 9th. He surrendered 13 hits, but just 2 earned runs during that same time span, 4 walks and 12 strikeouts. That's a 1.14 ERA for the Euless, Texas native.
Oh, set the face Will Rogers. Derek Fabian on first, nobody out. In the top of the 5th, the Gatemen have the tying run at the plate. Rogers looking for his first hit with the Gatemen. Made his first appearance out of the bullpen last night. Well, first pitch, fouls it straight back on the count. Rogers, teammate of Ryan Campos. They both split time behind home. And they catcher position. Will split time behind the plate between Campos and Devin Burks. That one fouled straight back. Right to us again. Well, Rogers behind 0-2. A 2-0 ball game here in the top of the 5th inning. Well, By set at the waist out of the stretch here. The 0-2 pitch to Rogers. Fastball cut on a miss. Rogers goes down swinging. And first strikeout of the night from By.
Second baseman number 10 out of Arizona, Xavier, Jack Hausinger.
And here's Jack Hausinger. Walked and had a stolen base back in the third. Cameron By deals a breaking ball high to Hausinger. 1 on the count. Now, Cade, I wasn't down here for when Hausinger worked that walk, but that was one of my favorite at-bats of the summer. Worked it full, worked some good pitches, fouled some away, and just worked a crucial walk. Didn't result in a run, but rolled over the top of the lineup to give this game team the best chance possible. Looks at that one for a called strike and 1-1 the count.
And for Hausinger, he was a late add into this lineup. It was a lineup change there late that brought him into the order, batting ninth. And as much as I like Jack Hausinger as a leadoff hitter, I really like him in the 9-hole as well because he's a guy who can find a way on base and, like you said, just roll it back over to the top. And go ahead.
Check to first base in time. No, not in time.
And I was just going to say, if you're going to keep the trend the Gateman coaching staff has done, and that's put a home run caliber hitter in the leadoff spot, whether it be Chase Davis in recent games or tonight Ryan Campos, Jack Hausinger is the perfect guy to be in the 9-hole. Find a way on base for that home run hitter.
1-1, 2-1 the count. And usually you have a table setter in the top of the lineup, but in this case you have 2 of them back to back, and so far it's worked. I like it. I think 2 of the most overused words, and I'm to blame for some of it, new school and old school, is that one high. Well, what is new school or old school? People say, well, I'm my own school. Well, Jack Hausinger and Ryan Campos, putting Hausinger in the 9th spot of the lineup makes sense. He works great at bats and ahead here 3-1, and to lead off Ryan Campos also makes sense. A contact guy as Hausinger pops this one up in foul territory, giving chase, but run out of room is both Hensler and Frick, and now another full count here to Hausinger. But it's 2 contact hitters that can get on base and do so. Well, Derek Fabian on first, 1 away. Here in the top of the 5th. A 2-0 Bourne Braves lead. A check to first, not in time. Cameron By comes set. Another check to first base. This 3rd one in the plate appearance. 1 out. Here in the top of the 5th inning. Runner goes. The payoff pitch is, swing and a miss. So Hausinger goes down swinging, but another stolen base tonight. This time from Derek Fabian. He's in scoring position, but 2 away.
That ties a single game high for this team with 2 bags tonight.
Campos.
Well, here's Campos, 0 for 2 tonight.
Make it 15 bags on the year.
What's that, 4 in the last week?
3 in the last 2 games. Stole 1 last night as well as Cam Chick stole 3rd.
Fabian in scoring position. A breaking ball, a called strike to Campos. Campos an all-star. One of the 6 named Gatemans that will have home field advantage at Spillane Field on Saturday. I can't believe we're already here.
Game 35 of 44.
9 games left after tonight. 0-1 breaking ball in the dirt. 1-1 the count. What a fun summer it's been.
You got that right.
Well, Cameron By, another slow worker on the mound. Now comes set right at the waist. The 1-1 pitch incoming to Campos. Breaking ball stays high. 2-1 the count. Max Henderson on deck. Two balls, one strike to Campos.
Looking for his first home run in 19 days.
2-1 outside. 3-1 the count. Campos struck out looking back in the first and flew out to center field in the third. Trying to continue and start the Gatemen's 2-out rally. Playing right at the plate. Campos ahead in the count. The 3-1 pitch. Grounded over to third, but booted it. And it gets into left field. Here comes Fabian. The play's going to be not in time. Campos thinking about third. He was standing up at third base. It's a ribby triple for Ryan Campos. Let's see the official scores before I announce that it's a hit.
If that is indeed a triple, it's the Gateman's first of the summer. But I look in left field, and Enos out there slipped in the corner and let it roll to the fence. So I'm really, really anxious to see how they rule that, and it is indeed an error. So that would mean that's an error to start on the third baseman, Hensler, off his glove.
Now you could make the argument that there was 2 errors involved with that.
They only gave it one, E5.
Well, a breaking ball taken low to Max Anderson, but with that error, the Gatemen now have the tying run 90 feet away.
I just don't think that's an error on the third baseman.
Well,
I think I think that's a base. I think it's a double with an advancement on the error on the slip.
I agree with you as a breaking ball low, but it just popped up on my trusted iPad that our great Harrison Eaton went to retrieve from the Nesson booth upstairs. But they ruled it an error on the third baseman. I don't agree with that.
No, there would have been no way he could have played it. It was right down the line. He was playing off the bag. I think that's one they will review overnight and change the ruling on by the time the stats are released in the morning.
Well, 2-0 the count to Max Anderson, who takes a breaking ball upstairs. Now 3-0 the count. And for a pitcher from Cameron By, who came into tonight at a 115 earned run average and 15 2/3 innings pitched, his command's been all over the place. 3-0 the count now to Anderson, the pitch. A called strike. No, 3-1 the count.
A big spot right now for a player who has been as big a part of this game and offense as of late as anyone. Driving the tying run right here, Max.
Infield playing straight away. By deals a 3-1 pitch, fouled away. Right off Frick's hand. A full count now to Max Anderson. 14 ribbies on the summer coming into tonight. Single back in the first. Tying run 90 feet away. By deals a payoff pitch, gets out of the glove. I've never seen that before. Frick caught it. It was low and lost the glove, but the ball stuck in it.
The glove fell right off his hand. I've never seen that before either. But now that walk puts him on the corners. That's a new one for sure. I've seen a drop strike 3 plenty of times. I've never seen a glove dropped. Might need to tighten up the straps.
Campos on third, Anderson on first, 2 away. In the top of the 5th, breaking ball gets away from Frick. Here comes Campos. The play's going to be not in time. The ball gets away. Thinking about going to third, but holds up at second base is Max Anderson. And just like that, the Gatemen tie it up at 2-2 in the top of the 5th inning.
And here comes Scott Landers, manager of Bourne, out to have a conversation. He's going to try to argue that Campos made some type of an interference there, or even on Diodati the interference. I didn't see interference on either part. This is a tied-up game, whether you like it or not.
Well, if the argument whether Campos got in the way, Campos is trying to come home.
The runner sprinting home can't necessarily interfere.
Right.
I've never. The only time a runner interferes is on an attempted double play ball, if you will. When the throw's on, they're still clogging up the lane. If you're just sprinting home on a pass ball, how can the runner interfere with the throw?
And I think you can't make a case for Owen Diodati getting into the way either. He got out of the way, I thought, right away.
I agree.
He waved Campos home.
Well, because the throw went to the pitcher, he just dropped it.
Right. If anything, I thought Frick was in his way. Well, a long argument here. We haven't even seen in any games we've been at where a call like this has been overturned.
I really don't see how this one can be overturned. Interference is usually called in the moment. They would maybe call an umpires conference here to discuss it, but I just don't see this being one that's overturned.
And now he's pointing directly at Diodati. I really don't know what the argument is here.
So now it looks like he's saying that the ball got past Frick, the catcher, to his right, towards the right side of the field, back towards the Gateman dugout on the first base side. And I believe, best on my ability to read lips, he's saying that Diodati didn't get out of the way as a hitter. But the throw was easily made back to the pitcher. I don't see how you can call this interference, but this right here, they're calling an umpires conference. This is a game-changing decision right here.
Well, Mark Delaney, Ronaldo Cockrum, and Sparky Burns all conversing over what just transpired here in Bourne, Massachusetts.
I'm sorry, this is the biggest call of the summer, Alex. We've never been in a situation like this where the gatemen are putting up a competitive fight in a game and an umpire's decision may take them right back out of it. Because then the tying run stands at second instead of on the scoreboard.
Well, the home plate umpire in Cockrum is having a long conversation with Sparky Burns, and he says, nope, call stands, and we got ourselves a tied ball game. 2-2.
Landers is still appealing his case.
And now Landers just so frustrated now waves his hand in disgust as he heads back to the dugout. And now we got time called. We got ourselves a mound visit. Well, talking about icing the kicker and Owen Diodati, who's staring at the Bourne Braves pitching coach here. It's 2-0 the count with Max Anderson in scoring position.
And all this is right here is a mound conversation to go get your pitcher back in his rhythm. You know, let's reevaluate the situation. Here's what the umpire said. Here's why he said it. And let's bring things back into perspective. You've got 2 outs on the board. The go-ahead run standing at second. Just work the way you did against Diodati in the first when he went down swinging.
Well, Owen Diodati, who's been just phenomenal, hitting .371 headed into tonight, struck out in the first and walked in the fourth, but in the biggest spot of the season. Every game moving forward is a must-win for Wareham. They have a go-ahead run and scoring position at second base, and Max Anderson. Cameron Pye deals a 2-0 low, and gets in front of Frick. Almost pushed Diodati out of the way to get there in time. 3-0 the count. Now Diodati calls time. Oh, pitch fouled away. 2-1 the count. Max Anderson on second. 2 away in the top of the 5th inning. We're all knotted up at 2. Once again.
Deja vu, I tell you what.
2-1 to Diodati. Breaking ball high. Now 3-1 the count. The future Oregon Duck looking to make this Wareham Gateman lead for the first time tonight. By deals a 3-1 pitch. A called strike. Now full count. The lefty Diodati at the plate. 2 homers on the summer for Diodati with 7 runs batted in. Looking to do a job here and continue this 2-out rally. A payoff pitch stays high. Diodati works a walk. Now it's back-to-back walks from Cameron By. And now it's first and second for Chase Davis.
A big spot for the cleanup hitter. Give your team the lead. Right now in the top of the 5th, because there is no activity starting around in the Bourne pen. You're working against By in this moment.
Well, By was brought into this game after a leadoff single from Derek Fabian, and By looked like he was anything but in control. Struck out Rogers and Hausinger to get the first 2 outs, but then it was the error by his third baseman and Hensler, and then back-to-back walks to Anderson and Diodati. A tied ball game. Fastball, called strike.
If I'll say it once tonight, I'll say it 10 times. 300 feet to the corner of right field. That is it. A 300-foot short right field porch. And you've got a lefty hitter at the plate with home run power, 18 this spring. Second best in the Pac-12.
And 20-mile-an-hour winds to back it. A curveball outside. 1-1 the count.
A high fly ball that would usually be a fly out. You mentioned, Alex, with the winds, that opens the doors on this game in favor of the Gatemen. Open the gates, if you will.
Davis in a 1-1 count. By deals the pitch outside. Now 2-1 the count. And this inning, if this was the inning that turns things around heading into the final stretch of the Gatemen's summer, on paper, what a great lineup this team has. I think that's been the most frustrating thing for everyone involved in the last week and a half. There's so much talent on paper, but so far, right here, they're performing. Runner goes, a pitch, a cut on a miss. Well, the bat goes right into the dugout. Oh, 2-2 the count. Now Davis completely lost the bat on that one. Ricocheting off the netting of the fence.
New single game high, though. 3 stolen bases tonight for the Gatemen. Anderson takes third.
Bring a whole definition. The hit and run.
And Davis was frustrated they let go of the bat. Immediately just put his hands right on top of his forehead in frustration. But now, going to go out, take off the batting gloves, put them back on, retighten them up.
Well, the Gatemen have the go-ahead run just 90 feet away. That's Max Anderson. First and third, 2 away. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the lefty Davis at the plate.
Right-hander warming up in the Bourne pen.
By set. The 2-2 pitch. Line drive. Base hit into right field. Here comes Anderson. He scores. The Gatemen now lead at 3-2 in the top of the 5th.
A clutch hit from a clutch player in Chase Davis. Just as the Bourne fans on the third base side were poking fun at him for losing the bat on the previous swing, that time he makes them pay. A base hit just past the extended glove of Shaw at second, and the Gatemen have a lead in a game for the first time in how many days, Alex, it seems?
Too many. First and second with 2 away. We're Brian Morrell, 1 for 2 on the night. Breaking ball lined over to the first baseman, Brito, makes a backstepping play, throws over to By, who covers first in time. What a play by Brito. Stole a double away from Morrell. Well, the Gatemen scored 3. They now have a 3-2 lead heading into the bottom of the 5th inning. Stay with us on the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Reed Custom Soils is New England's leading provider of lightweight planting soil for green roof installations and is the exclusive New England supplier of stabilized stone dust. Reed Custom Soils services over 300 golf courses and provides unique blends to fit your needs, all by experienced precision blenders. To learn more about how Reed Custom Soils can serve you, call toll-free 1-800-924-5335 or head to reedcustomsoils.com.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Back for the bottom of the third, and the Gatemen make a call to the bullpen. It's the right-hander out of Louisville, and Will Coker. His 7th appearance of the summer, 16 in the third innings, 9 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 7 walks, double that, 14 strikeouts, and a .220 ERA.
It'll be Hensler, Frick, and Enos due up here in the bottom of the 5th. A 3-2 Gatemen lead. Coker deals, fastball, called strike, right over home plate. Hensler singled in the 2nd inning. The Gatemen on 2 outs rallied in the top of the 5th inning. Score 3 runs. Retake a lead for the first time in a game in much too long. 1 ball, 1 strike to Wyatt Hensler. Coker out of Louisville. The 1-1 pitch outside, 2-1 the count.
The Gatemen's first lead since the 6th inning against Orleans. That was 4 days ago. That game ended in a 1-1 tie.
Two balls, 1 strike. Coker kicks and deals. A pitch, fastball, called strike, 2-2. Gatemen 1-6-3 in their last 10 games. Coker has a glove right in front of his face. Wind still blowing out. 2-2. Breaking ball flown into right. In comes Morrell to make the play. Battled to win there for a couple of moments, but stayed through to make the out. 1 down here in the 5th. And here's Tomas Frick.
Number 4 out of North Carolina, Tomas Frick.
Well, as the wise Harvey Shapiro always says, Cade, the first thing he told us, well, the Cape League is split into 4 different seasons. You got the first 11 games. That's really where your temp players are the mainstay in the lineup, just trying to find as many wins as possible before the permanent guys roll in from the College World Series. Breaking ball, called strike. The Frick only won the count. Then the next round is your permanent guys moving in, getting settled. Breaking ball fouled away, 0-2. The third stretch is the draft part. Well, we're through that, and now we're in the last remaining 11-game season this summer, the playoff stretch. The first game of the last remaining 4-part season started last night. 0-2. Fastball low, 1 into the count. And one game to watch, Hyannis is at Falmouth. It's the bottom of the 9th, and Hyannis has a 5-4 lead. Grounder over the Braves dugout. The count holds 1-2.
If that score at Go Fuller Field holds, and our score here at Dorn Park holds, the Gatemen are back within 3 points of the playoffs. Again, it's a situation now where Wareham has 2 objectives. 1, win as many games as possible. 2, hope the team in front of you doesn't do the same.
1-2. Fastball chest. Low. I don't know where that missed. But 2-2, the count goes. You know, nights like that and moments like that, Harvey Shapiro not here tonight. I wish he was. You would have heard him chirping on the top step of that Braves dugout. Where did that miss? I'm curious too. Breaking ball low. Now full count.
Also, I know a game like tonight is really important to Coach Shapiro. Coached in Bourne for 18 seasons. He ties in the 3 times that he coaches against them. He's unfortunately not able to make Tuesday or tonight's ball game.
Payoff pitch. Breaking ball. Cut on it. Miss. Oh, a big strikeout to Tomas Frick. Now 2 away in the bottom of the 5th.
Fielder number 9 out of East Tennessee State, Ryan Enos.
Well, in the Hyannis Falmouth game, the Commodores down to their final out. They trail by 1. Koger set. It's the top of the lineup, 2 up. Enos swings at the first pitch, comes up empty. And his fastball tonight has a lot of movement, really unhittable. Gatemen have a 3-2 lead. Koger kicks and deals, breaking ball grounded over to Fabian at short. Make the throw to first base in time to end the inning. 1-2-3, go the Braves. We go to the top of the 6th. The Gatemen have a 3-2 lead. Stay with us on the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Local craft beer, great food, games, outdoor beer garden, and live music. That's all at Stone Path Malt. Better malt, better beer. Conveniently located across from Wareham Crossing in the West Wareham Industrial Park. Check them out. Joanne Stevenson with Berkshire Hathaway and Robert Paul Properties brings over 21 years of real estate experience to the South Shore and Cape Cod area. The Robert Paul Properties team not only specializes in coastal luxury properties, but proudly serves our veterans in their home search or sell process. Joanne Stevenson is your local, homegrown agent who knows the area and knows the market. Call Joanne Stevenson with Robert Paul Properties for all your real estate needs. Located at 155 Front Street in Marion.
We're back in the top of the 6th. Tied up. No, not tied up. The Gatemen lead it 3-2 over Bourne. We were tied up moments ago. Now the Gatemen have a lead and a new pitcher on the mound for the Braves to begin the inning. It's Matt Duffy out of Canisius. His second appearance of the summer, an inning and a third. No runs allowed, no hits either. Of course, a 0 ERA with no walks and no strikeouts. 6'1", 195-pound right-hander.
Canisius, a school in the MAC conference, plays Siena all the time.
Now, that's one mascot I don't know. You didn't know Pepperdine.
Well, I was just about to bring up the mascot.
Okay.
It's an interesting one.
I'm gonna guess it's like my best recollection is like the lion with wings type thing.
Yes, but what is it? 1-0, low, well, 2-0 the count. Think Harry Potter.
I've never watched him. I would say like
him.
Wizards?
No.
What do you mean? Think
Never
him?
mind.
I was gonna say like warlocks or something.
No, you go. I've never watched him.
No, I said them.
Oh, okay.
You gotta listen.
2-0 high. 3-0 the count.
So is that what the thing? Like the things you keep on the side of castles and stuff?
They're the golden griffs.
The griffs. Yeah, like isn't it like Gryffindor? I've heard that before.
Yeah, sure.
Are you a big Harry Potter fan?
No, I used to be. Fastball.
That doesn't surprise me.
What is that supposed to mean?
You kind of look like him a little bit.
I'm not talking to you the rest of the night. 31 pitch. Graham cut on a miss. Full count.
You can't deny that you look like Harry Potter. You can't.
I don't have a scar on my forehead, Cade.
Well, I mean, we can put one up there if you make me mad enough.
I do that just enough.
But it has to be in the, isn't it like a lightning bolt or a thundercloud or something?
Yeah, a payoff pitch. That one, a deep drive to left. Back is Enos on the track, makes the catch. Oh, one away. We're in the top of the 6th inning.
Shortstop, number 37 out of Florida.
In the movie, though, the best thing that resembles a quote-unquote golden griff is... Oh, the name just escaped my mind. I just had it, now I lost it.
I'm not going to be able to help you there, bud.
Quidditch. I think Quidditch.
Isn't that the game they play?
Yes,
where you
yeah, but it's the flying things,
brooms?
right? But that's what the golden griff is, like the wings.
People flying around on brooms?
Yeah, no, not the brooms. You fly around the brooms to catch the Quidditch.
Okay. Again, you could be making all this up. I just believe.
Well, I'm not. But I haven't seen the movie since I was 7, so I'm trying to remember. Quidditch.
So you haven't seen the rest of them?
No, Broken Bat, blooper, but stays in Shaw's glove. Half of Fabian's bat goes to Hensler at third.
Number 7 out of
now
Arizona
2
State,
away.
William Rogers.
So why did you not see any of the other movies?
No, I watched them all.
But you said you haven't seen them since you were 7.
Well, like 9.
Okay, they have definitely come out with Harry Potter movies in the
maybe
last,
not all of them then.
15 years?
Yeah. Maybe I haven't seen the most recent ones. I've read most of the books.
I read half the first one. It just was not for me.
And the movies are better, I think. Bitch popped up out of plate. Right into the dugout of the Gateman. 0-1 the count to Will Rogers. Nobody on, 2 away. The Gatemen have a 3-2 lead. Here at the top of the 6th inning.
Here's a good movie trivia question for you. I don't know the answer to it, but which was there more of? Harry Potter movies or Jaws?
Well, Harry Potter.
I feel like Jaws went on forever. How many Harry Potter
That's
movies?
Sharknado.
No. Different.
There's been like 3 Jaws.
No, there was more than 3 Jaws. I'm telling you. It got to like Jaws 6.
Well, no one saw Jaws after the first one. They made 6 of those? 1-1 pitch. That one roped to right. Staying up, though. Right to Jones. Makes the catch to end the inning. Well, 3 up, 3 down for the Gatemen. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Gatemen have a 3-2 lead. Stay with us on the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
As a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League, the Mass State Lottery is celebrating the games we love playing. from the baseball diamond to the mini lottery games that help support all 351 cities and towns across the Commonwealth. So here's to 50 years of winning and 50 more.
Finding a good personal injury attorney is very difficult. If you or your family member have been involved in an accident, hurt at work, suffered a slip and fall, or have been injured due to negligence of someone else, contact the lawyers at Reedy, Kiernan, and McNally, LLP today. They are experienced trial attorneys who practice in all of the courts in the Commonwealth. The firm has been recognized by Best Lawyers in America for outstanding legal representation. Contact Reedy, Kiernan, and McNally, LLP today. The firm is located at 267 Main Street in Wareham and 2318 Acushnet Avenue in New Bedford. Call 508-295-0286 or visit their website www.rkm-law.com.
Let me go to the bottom of the 6th inning. A 3-2 Gateman lead. It's Matt Horvath, Matt Shaw, and Christopher Brito due up in the bottom of the 6th inning. Gatemen have a 3-2 lead. Will Coger back on the mound for a second inning of work. Well, final score in Falmouth. Hyannis defeats the Commodores 5-4.
In a game that Falmouth put the tying run at third base with no outs in the ninth and stranded them there. Big time news for the Gatemen. They've got to hold on and win this game because they're back within 3 points of the playoff picture.
Coger deals breaking ball. That one hit well, and it will split the gap in left center field. Thinking about 2 sticks with 1. It's Matt Horvath for his first hit of the night. A leadoff base knock.
Second baseman, number 24 out of Maryland.
Another look around the league.
Shaw.
One that is relevant for the Gatemen's case. The Whitey Red Sox, the Gatemen play them tomorrow at Whitey, defeat Cotuit at 5-1.
Wow. That's a big win for the Sox.
Oh, Horvath on first with nobody out. He's a tying run. Coker out of the stretch, kicks and deals. Fastball outside. 1-0 the count. Sun completely set. Lights doing all the work. As the wind's still heavy, blowing out the straightaway center field. Coger gives a look over to Horvath at first. Now comes Set. Kicks and deals a 1-0. Fastball, called strike. Now 1-1 the count. The only game still going on besides ours is the Chatham Anglers game. They are leading Orleans 6-3. So this Chatham team looking for 3 or make it, I think 5 straight wins.
Anglers are turning it around in a big way. Credit Tom Holliday. He found fire in a group towards the end of the summer, which is not an easy thing to do.
Runner goes. The throw down and the ball gets away from Campos. So another stolen base from this Bravos team tonight. And a big one gets another runner in scoring position with nobody out. Every time that this Braves team has had a runner in scoring position with nobody out, they've all scored.
And this is a Bourne team that's now battling from behind against the Gatemen.
The 5th time these two teams has faced off. 3 out of the 4 have been 2-2 ties. Just 2 nights ago, though, the Braves had a big win over this Gateman club.
With 3 runs tonight, that's now a single game high against Bourne this season for Wareham. Each of the previous 4 was 2 runs.
2-1 pitch. Hit well but foul. Out of play. Into the woods on the right field side of play.
And there is one kid racing out there to get that baseball. I think he's got a better shot at finding gold at the end of the rainbow than that one baseball in the sticks.
Yeah, but if it's anyone can do it, it's him. I have confidence. Full confidence. A runner in scoring position with nobody out for the Braves. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Matt Shaw. Koger set right above the belt. The 2-2 pitch, just inside. A full count. Probably the biggest at-bat of the night to the best hitter on the Cape. Leads the league in almost every category. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Tying run in scoring position. Koger takes his time. Now deals a payoff pitch. Just low. Oh, Shaw works a walk. Now the Braves have first and second, but nobody out. And nobody warming up in the Gateman pen. This is Koger's inning.
Against a hitter who has been stout here tonight, Brito doubled in the second and singled in the fourth.
Well, Eddie Marco, the pitching coach, will go out and have a conversation, and we'll see if we do have movement. It looks like now there is some movement in the Gateman pen. First and second with nobody out in a 3-2 ball game in the bottom of the 6th inning. This is as big as it gets. I'm sure word has been passed along to this dugout of the Gatemen that Falmouth lost tonight, and a win would put them within 3.
Well, every night now for the Gatemen is playoff baseball, because when you're on the outside looking in, that's how you approach every game. Is if you win tonight, you just may keep your season alive towards the end, but to have that opportunity, you have to win tonight.
Wind gusting heavily that time right to left.
It wasn't up to down, that's for sure.
I don't think that's possible. First and second,
out of Rutgers,
nobody out.
Brito.
And here's Christopher Brito. Doubled back in the second and scored, and singled in the fourth and also scored. He scored the only 2 runs on the board, but the first time tonight comes up to the plate with runners on base, looking to either tie it or put the Braves back ahead of the Gatemen. Breaking ball, called strike. 0-1 on the count. Brito 4 homers, 18 ribbies on the summer. Go ahead and run on first. A check back to second. Just getting back in time, though, was Horvath, who was just a fingernail off from being picked off at second base.
Good thing for him, he just had those fingernails trimmed.
0-1 the count to Brito. Koger set. The 0-1 pitch outside. 1-1 the count.
Have you ever had a manicure or pedicure?
No.
You're lying.
I'm not lying.
You're smiling. You're lying. Tell the truth, Alex. Have you?
I've had a pedicure before.
Okay.
That's the feet, right?
Right.
Okay,
right.
yeah. Once, and only once.
Would you do it again?
Maybe. Only with you, though. The 1-1
Oh.
outside. 2-1 the count.
I have never had one.
I think you would like it.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I can't imagine the whole somebody else touching all over my feet thing. That's not something I can get past.
Well, we have a dog now entering our broadcast booth.
What do you think that dog's name is?
Well, it has a... Is it a boy or a girl? Girl. No. Fastball. Did he go? Checks the wing down the first. Yeah. First base umpire Sparky Bourne says that Brito held up.
Now being told that little dog's name is Ruby.
Well, you spoiled it. I was trying to guess.
You weren't going to guess that.
No, Ruby has to get a brother and name it Max.
I remember that show. With the rabbits, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ruby and Max.
Wasn't it called Max and Ruby?
Oh, Max and Ruby. But the song is Max and Ruby, Ruby and Max. If I remember correctly, anyways. A 3-1 pitch to Burrito. Fastball taken for a called strike. Burrito in a full count. First and second for the Braves. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th.
Big pitch upcoming. 1-run game with no outs and a power hitter at the plate. 4 homers this summer.
Burrito looking on. Waiting for Koger to deal the 3-2 pitch. Runners goes. Now it's in the dirt. Well, that now walks. The bases loaded. Now 2 walks in a row from Koger. And the Braves have the bases loaded and nobody out in the bottom of the 6th for Carson Jones. And Cade, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I don't see anyone warming up in the bullpen for the Gatemen.
Carson Jones.
It doesn't look like anyone is actively throwing. Now looks like there to be a body making some short toss, but no one is towing the rubber in the pen just yet.
Bases loaded, nobody out for Carson Jones.
They're going to be moving in a hurry, though.
He doubled back in the 4th. Koger at the waist. Kicks in, deals it. Fastball low. 1-0 the count. Horvath on third. Shaw on second. And Burrito on first. The Gatemen clinging to their 3-2 lead in the bottom of the 6th with nobody out. A fly ball would tie it. 1-0. Fastball inside. 2-0 the count.
I'm sorry, that is a pitch on the inner half that is just missed right there from the home plate umpire. Good pitch from Koger. There's been a few now tonight, not necessarily on Koger's side, but from the pitching corral of both teams that have had good pitches stolen from them.
2-0 pitch. High, 3-0 the count. So a walk would also tie it. The bottom of the 6th inning.
As this game is waned on, to me, Alex, I don't know about you, that strike zone has shrunk a little bit.
Koger set. 3-0. Taken for a called strike. Yeah, it looked like in the same location as 2 pitches prior to that.
It really did. Inner half, that time, though, off-speed changeup.
A wide stance from Jones in the lefty's batter's box. Bases loaded, nobody out. Koger, fastball up high, and that walks in a run to tie it here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Now we're all tied up once again at 3-3, but still nobody out, and the base is still juiced for Moreland. 3 straight walks from Koger here.
Right-hander warming up out in the Gateman pen, though with it being much later start time. We're past the 2-hour mark, but it's already 9 p.m. I can't exactly tell who it may be out there.
Designated hitter number 32 out of East Carolina, Josh Moylan.
Well, here's Josh Moreland, 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. But in a tied game at 3 runs, bases still loaded and nobody out. Anything out of the infield will give the Braves back the lead that they had for 5 innings. First pitch, a called strike. Koger looking to keep this a tied game as best as possible. 0-1 to Moylan. Just slow. Oh, 1-1 the count. I don't know where that missed.
Again, this strike zone is shrinking, which makes it such a tough job on Koger, a guy who has to reevaluate what zone he's trying to hit with every pitch.
We always say how difficult for a hitter when you get balls taken away from you. What about strikes taken away from you? It's even harder as a pitcher. The 1-1 cut out a miss. Moylan now behind 1-2.
Koger's going to have to start working some of his swing and miss stuff at this point. That's really the only way you're going to get guaranteed strikes with this zone. Anything working around the frame of the zone is just not going to catch with this crew.
Bases loaded, nobody out in a tight game. 3-3 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Koger ahead of Moylan 1-2. Pitch low, 2-2 the count to Moylan. .38 pitches thrown from Koger. Still nobody out. 2-2 hits him. And just like that, the Braves take a 4-3 lead in the 6th inning. A breaking pitch that just clipped Moylan right near the ankle. Oh, Matt Shaw will stop right on home plate. And he marks the go-ahead run. And now Eddie Marco, the pitching coach for the Gatemen, will come out to the mound and make a call to the bullpen. We'll have more information on the new Gateman pitcher here in the bottom of the 6th. Bases loaded, nobody out, as the Braves now have a 4-3 lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Stay with us for this Gateman pitching change on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Tom and Jean Yockey were passionate about the game of baseball. Over their 7 decades as owners of the Boston Red Sox, the Yockeys greatly invested in youth and amateur athletics in our community. They recognized the important skills baseball can bring to players both on and off the field: cooperation, respect, teamwork, friendships, and confidence. The Yockey Foundation has been proud to support the Cape League for more than 25 years.
Joanne Stevenson with Berkshire Hathaway and Robert Paul Properties brings over 21 years of real estate experience to the South Shore and Cape Cod area. The Robert Paul Properties team not only specializes in coastal luxury properties, but proudly serves our veterans in their home search or sell process. Joanne Stevenson is your local, homegrown agent who knows the area and knows the market. Call Joanne Stevenson with Robert Paul Properties for all your real estate needs. Located at 155 Front Street in Marion.
Earn a bachelor's or master's degree, complete a certificate, or take a single course through the Division of Continuing Education and Graduate Studies at Curry College. In-person and online classes run days, evenings, and weekends in Milton and Plymouth. To learn more about programs in accounting, business, criminal justice, education, nursing, and more, visit curry.edu.
Back at Bourne, we remain in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Braves have stormed back, scored 2, and taken a 4-3 lead over the Gatemen. New Wareham pitcher, the third of the night, is the right-hander out of Southern Miss, Nico Mazza. His 7th appearance of the summer. He enters with a 1-1 record, 7 1/3 innings with 7 hits allowed, 2 runs, both of which have been earned, a pair of walks, and 8 strikeouts to a 2.46 ERA.
Shortstop, number 16, out of Pepperdine, John Peck.
And here's John Peck out of Pepperdine, their mascot. A wave that comes in to a big situation right here. Corner infielders all the way in. Middle back looking to turn 2. Bases loaded, nobody out. It's a 4-3 Braves lead. Oh, a high strike call to Peck. No one on the count. No one won the count to Peck. Fastball taken and called strike.
Looks like we've got a hot mic over the PA up there. Somebody should really let him know. Hopefully they don't say anything bad. That's why you always treat as if the mics are hot. Always.
Always. Oh, Mazza deals the 0-2 pitch. Cut on and miss. 3 straight pitches to send down John Peck on the first out of this inning.
Third baseman number 13 out of Penn, Wyatt.
A big strikeout and a big-time moment from Nico Mazza. Bases remain loaded, though. It's Christopher Brito at third, Carson Jones on second, and Moylan on first. One away. Bottom of the 6th inning. The Braves have a 4-3 lead. Pitch cut on a miss. Nasty breaking ball in the dirt. 0-1 the count. Both Fabian and Hausinger playing back looking to turn 2. That would get him out of the inning, which would be the best case scenario. Only allow 1 run to score. 2 runs this inning to score. But the Braves would only have a 1-run lead. 0-1. Popped up out of play. Hensler behind now, 0-2. Bases loaded, 1 out. But Nico Mazza ahead. Wyatt Hensler, 0-2. Mazza deals the 0-2 pitch. Line right to Anderson, who will touch on third, make the throw to first base. In time! Wow! Max Anderson, a stunning double play that gets the game in out of the jam to keep it just a 1-run lead by the Braves. We go to the top of the 7th inning. It's 4-3 Bourne. Stay with us on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Catchers aren't the only ones protecting home. With Rogers Gray, you have more coastal homeowners insurance options and a true expertise in their people. Protect your home with Rogers Gray. Rogers Gray is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Learn more at rogersgray.com.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be a long-standing supporter of the Cape Cod Baseball League and its contribution to the local economy as a treasured summer attraction. Cape Cod 5 is a community bank serving customers throughout Cape Cod, the islands, and southeastern Massachusetts. Founded in 1855, the bank's mission is to enrich the lives of those it serves while contributing to the health and vitality of its communities. Cape Cod 5 provides a full range of banking solutions, including personal and business banking, residential mortgages, investment management, and trust services.
Top of the 7th we go. Jack Hausinger, Ryan Campos, and Max Anderson due up. The Gatemen, though, trail once again in this ball game, 4-3. The silver lining in this, it's the players due up this inning. The reason why they had a 3-0 lead, or 3-2 lead. heading into the bottom of the 6th inning. The first pitch up high, 1-0 the count. 1-0, breaking ball cut on and miss. 1-0 the count. Nobody on, nobody out. It's the top of the 7th, and the Bourne Braves have a 4-3 lead as a breaking ball cut on a miss once again, and Hausinger behind 1-2.
Tying run at the plate for the Gatemen in each at-bat this inning. Of course, that pinning that somebody gets on base. That's what you want in a close game. Keep it that close. You're still within striking distance as you enter the final 3 frames of the ball game.
Hausinger grabs some dirt, puts it on the pine tar on the barrel, and chokes up. Now in a 2-2 count. It's a part of the order that put together 3 runs in the 5th inning. The Gatemen had their first lead in 4 games. Only lasted an inning as the breaking ball is cut on and missed by Hausinger, who goes down swinging to start the 7th.
Catcher number
Now
11
here's
on
Ryan
Arizona
Campos.
State, Ryan Campos.
Reach on an error in the 5th. Only 1 error committed in that inning. Nobody on with 1 out. On top of the 7th. Pitch upstairs. So 1-0 the count. The 1-0. Line base hit. And that will split the gap. Rounding first, but it's going to hold. Campos thought about 2, but held up with a base hit. And Ryan Campos does his job once again. Gets on with 1 away for Max Anderson.
Third baseman number 15 out of Nebraska.
Interesting as well that I've noticed about Anderson, and it caught my eye in his last at bat, didn't get the chance to speak on it though. Look at the batting gloves, the bright orange and black. That's shared by his now former Nebraska teammate Cam Chick, who's headed down to Missouri in the fall, joined the Gatemen a couple games ago.
Oh, breaking ball outside. 1-0 the count now to Anderson. An all-star for a reason. He's really turned his summer around. First part of the season is, I think first 2 weeks in, he wasn't even hitting above a $180. A 1-0. Fastball low. Now 2-0 the count to Anderson, but now heading close to 290. Unbelievable. At a 16-game hit streak. Campos on first. Breaking ball stays in at the hands. Now 3-0 the count to Anderson.
And there's a reason he's appeared not only in every game this summer, but because of the situation the Gatemen are in with the playoffs, he'll appear in every game this summer.
(3-0), and therefore a called strike. Now 3-1 the count. (4-3) Braves in the top of the 7th inning. There's a win now still. 3-0 run, a deep drive. If it's fair, it is gone. It's going to be foul ball. I lost that one.
It tailed off just probably a good 20 feet in front of the fence, but into foul territory.
And now Anderson in a full count. It's so tough to gauge whether it's fair or foul at times with the shorter foul poles. A check to first, but Campos gets back with plenty of time. Full count to Anderson, 1 away, and the top of the 7th, the tying run on first base. go-ahead run at the plate. Another throw to first. Owen Diodati on deck for the Gatemen.
Tying runs on the base paths.
Payoff pitch, fouled away. Count holds. 3-2.
I'm not sure what these houses they're building back here, but I'm not sure what great sense it makes to build a house with windows roughly, 50 feet from a baseball field?
You know, I don't like to correct you on the air, but it's a part of the school. It's a classroom. I found out. Fastball up high. Oh, Anderson works a walk. But to Cade's point, I thought it was a house too. It looks exactly like a house.
Yeah.
But
that's a school.
It's going to be a part of the school. This is the
Number 14 out of Oregon, Owen
Upper
Diodati.
Cape Tech School. Well, that's going to be a classroom eventually.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Never a school building I've ever been in before. That's interesting.
What kind of school do you go? Like a one school?
Well, it doesn't like a
one-room
house.
school?
Not a one-room schoolhouse. I'm not Abe Lincoln, but that's definitely looks more like a house to me.
Well, fastball taken by Diodati. The Gatemen in business. First and second with one away. The top of the seventh. Tying run at second base and Ryan Campos. A base hit could tie it. Duffy set of the waist, kicks in, deals a 0-1, stays high. 1-1 the count. You learn something new every day. I thought it was a house. Let's get a classroom. Who would have thought, right?
Taking home ec to the new level.
1-1 pitch. Breaking ball cut on a miss. That was just a dirty slider from Duffy.
With some off-speed mixed in, too.
1-2 the count to Diodati. Will choke up and just trying to do a job with one away. Duffy set. 1-2 pitch, fouled away. First and second with one away. Someone just sneezed right by us. God bless you, whoever sneezed. Thank you for covering your mouth, too. The 1-2 cut on and miss. Diodati goes down swinging. 2 away here in the seventh inning.
Fastball left elevated. Diodati loved that pitch, just couldn't catch up to it. And now you go to a player in Chase Davis who came up clutch in the fifth to give the Gatemen the lead. Can he do it again here and tie things up at 4 in the seventh?
The big clutch hits have been missing all summer long from this Gatemen team. But in a big-time moment, in a game that is must-win, the Gatemen have the tying run in scoring position at second base. Davis takes a breaking ball or called strike and behind 0-1. Max Anderson on first, Ryan Campos on second. It's a 4-3 Braves lead near the top of the seventh inning. Duffy set right above the belt. 0-1. Missed outside. Now 1-1 the count. Duffy in agreement with Frick behind the plate. The 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, stays high. 2-1 the count, and this is exactly, if you're Chase Davis, you want to work this at bat. in a hitter's count, ahead 2-1, and probably his biggest at-bat he's had since joining this Gateman team. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Tying run at second base for the Gatemen. The 2-1 pitch. Missed low. To 3-1 the count.
Double barrel action out in the Bourne pin of left field.
I would assume that if Davis gets on in any way, that this will be the Duffy's last batter he faces tonight. Three balls, 1 strike on the lefty Davis. Duffy kicks and deals. Fouled away behind home. And now in a full count, the runners will go on anything. Now, on a base hit from Davis here would almost guarantee we would tie the game at the top of the 7th inning. Ryan Campos on second, Max Anderson on first, and Chase Davis in a full count and the top of the 7th with the Gatemen trailing by 1. Duffy deals the payoff pitch, fouled away, and we'll do it again.
For Davis to battle in an at-bat like this just shows how resilient of a hitter he is. He is battling for the right pitch because he understands how big of a moment this is. You're late in a game. You don't know if you're going to get another chance to tie this game up with a runner on the base paths, especially one in scoring position.
Duffy's set. The payoff pitch popped up out of play, and we'll do the 3-2 again. You can feel the tension on both sides of the field between the Braves and the Gatemen. The Gatemen just trailing by 1. But Chase Davis looking to change that right here. Duffy's set. The payoff pitch fouled away once again. What an at-bat by Chase Davis.
Biggest spot of the night's right here.
Davis 1 for 2 with a walk tonight. Only has 1 RBI on the summer. Looking to change that here. First and second, 2 away, and a 4-3 Braves lead. The payoff pitch popped him up into left field. Enos drifting in, could be trouble with the wind, but corrals it in time to end the inning. Well, the Gatemen have runners on first and second with 2 away. Well, they can't get it done. Now we head to the bottom of the 7th. It's a 4-3 Braves lead. Stay with us on the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile believes that when small towns thrive, America thrives. That's why they're investing billions to bring fast, reliable, and affordable wireless service beyond the big cities to small towns across America. There's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit T-Mobile.com/acrossamerica to find out more.
Whether it's life insurance to safeguard your loved ones, an umbrella policy to protect your teen driver, or making sure your home is covered from storm damage, Rogers Gray is there to guide you. Insurance is more than just a box to check. Trust Rogers Gray, a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Bottom of the 7th, it's a 4-3 ball game here from Bourne. Oh, Frick takes a pitch inside, almost hit him. Nico Mazza back on the mound for his second inning of work. Came out of the pen and put out the fire quickly. And the bases loaded with nobody out and got a strikeout in a 5-3 double play to end it. As Frick fouls that one off, a 1-0 the count.
The role that Mazza takes on at this point in the game, Alex, is game manager. You're working with a one-run deficit. You want to keep your offense in this as much as you can from the mound, and that keeps your main objective of keeping the deficit just that, at a single run.
1-1 pitch, line right to Fabian, who will play it on a hop, make the throw to first base, in time, one away.
Sparky Burns and enthusiastic. He's out call over there at first.
Has some spark to it.
Fire behind it.
Out of East Tennessee State, Ryan Enos.
Couldn't burn it.
His throat's feeling the burn, though. You got any more we can do, or are we going to stop there?
The heat's on in a one-run game. Here's Ryan Enos with one away. Oh, Mazza deals a pitch inside, almost hit. Enos there. Mazza looking to work a 1-2-3 inning here and keep this a one-run game. 1-0, and that one, a breaking ball, hit Enos right on the foot. Oh, Enos goes to first.
Like you said, Alex, the first one almost hit him, the second one did. Just had a magnet for baseballs
Center
and bat at Ryan Enos.
North Carolina.
Now here's Mac Horvath.
Horvath.
Singled and scored and had a stolen base back in the 6th inning. No, Carter Graham will hold on Enos, try to keep him to the first base bag to try to turn a double play. A 4-3 Bourne lead. Mazza takes his time, now comes set at the waist. Kicks in, deals. Pitch that gets away from Campos, going to second. And it'll be Enos. Well, that eliminates a double play ball. Well, Mazza's showing some command issues to start the 7th.
I'm not sure what it is. He's working the fastballs on the inside. He threw 2 to Enos, 1 hit him. That time there, he throws 1 to Horvath, and it gets past Campos. You've got to retake the command of the fastball right here if you're Nico Mazza.
Well, first pitch to Tomas Frick to start the inning, almost hit him. And then Frick grounded out to Fabian at short. And then on the second pitch that Enos saw, clipped him right on the foot. And the first pitch to Horvath got past Campos. Now it's runner on second. And Ryan Enos with one away. Mac Horvath looking to do a job and to create some separation between the Braves and the Gatemen. One and all the count to Horvath. As a set now deals a 1-0 breaking ball low. Now 2-0 the count. Gatemen do trail by 1. Had the lead. Heading into the sixth inning. And a must-win game. As Falmouth lost tonight, now the separation of the Gatemen win. A fastball taken, 2-1 the count. If the Gatemen win, they're now within 3 points out of a postseason picture. And with 9 games remaining after tonight, Gatemen very much alive in the playoff chase. 2-1 pitch outside out, 3-1 the count.
Regardless of a win or tie tonight, you at least know that the deficit to get into the playoffs will not grow by more than 5 points with the Falmouth loss.
Wins are 2 points, ties are 1. Mazza deals a pitch low. Oh, Horvath will work a walk. Now it's first and second with 1 away. And the bottom of the 7th.
Mazza's really troubling me with the command issues to the last 2 batters.
Came into this inning with 7 strikes and 2 balls. Now, 9
Second
strikes
baseman, number
and
24
7 balls.
out of Maryland, Matt Shaw.
Well, here's Matt Shaw, the best hitter on the Cape. And Cade mentioned earlier, will most likely has the best chance to win the MVP award this summer. He's been unbelievable and a fun player to watch. Now Mazza steps off. No throw to second base. But the Braves have first and second with 1 away.
And they just added a ball to the count without a pitch thrown. Another ruling by the infield umpire saying that Mazza violated the 20-second pitch clock.
Well, runners go, and the throw down at second base is going to be not in time. And now the base runners have realized just how slow Mazza is working this inning. Well, now it's second and third with 1 away. Now base hit would score 2.
Well, as a pitcher, if you're struggling with the command, especially on the fastball, you want to slow down your own tempo. You want to settle back in and try to regroup things. And that's exactly what Mazza was doing, but on the flip side of that, runners are going to take advantage of that on the base paths.
Oh, it is 1-0 the count.
So they did not add the ball. The scoreboard was wrong. The umpire definitely said something to Mazza and pointed at the mound. I thought he signaled to add the ball. My apologies.
Well, Mazza comes set. Second and third, the 1-0 pitch taken for a called strike. Evens up the count, 1-1. We'll see the infield move completely in for the Gatemen for the second time tonight. The last time, it was a grounder over to Fabian, who came home with it to get a crucial out just a few innings ago. But that one, a deep drive to left, and staying up though, Diodati makes a play. The throw down to home is going to be not in time. It's a sac fly and an RBI for Matt Shaw. And it's now a 5-3 Bourne lead in the bottom of the 7th inning. Shaw lined it, but stayed up right into the gloves of Diodati.
Out of Rutgers, Christopher Brito.
Shaw does a job. No advancement from Horvath, who now will continue standing on the second base bag. Well, here's Christopher Brito. Reach base every single inning so far tonight. He's been up. Oh, breaking ball cut out and miss. 1 with the count. Doubled in the second, singled in the 4th, and walked in the 6th. One, that will blooper into left. That will score a run. Rounding third and coming home is Horvath, and it's now a 6-3 Bourne lead after a base hit and an RBI for Christopher Brito. It's his 19th RBI on the summer.
4 trips, 4 times on the base paths for Brito.
Fielder,
The cleanup hitter's doing that. Usually the scoreboard's not going to be as kind to you.
Well, with it being dark enough and the lights don't cover the bullpen here at Durant Park, we can't make out a number of which arm is warming up in the pen, but it appears to be a right-hander warming up.
Well, a 1-run game versus a 3-run game completely changes the dynamic of this one.
Brito on first with 2 away. Breaking ball in the dirt, gets away from Campos. Taking off for a second is Brito. And another runner in scoring position with 2 outs. And a now 6-3 Bourne lead. At one moment in this ball game, the Gatemen had a 3-2 lead. 3 runs were scored in the top half of the 5th inning, and it appeared every momentum was going the Gatemen way. But 2 runs scored in the bottom of the 6th and another pair in the bottom of the 7th. That was 6-3 Bourne lead. And it's really been thanks to the 4 and 5 hitters in this Bourne Braves lineup. Brito and Jones. Between those two, they've reached base 6 times tonight. Just 8 plate appearances. 2-1. Low, now 3-1 the counts.
Well, 6 total hits between Brito and Jones. They've got 4 of them. The top 3 in the order, including your MVP candidate, Matt Shaw. The top 3 tallying just 1 hit combined.
Brito on second, 2 away.
1 for 7 on the night.
Mazza deals the 3-1 pitch. Grounded over to Fabian. Make the throw to first base in time to end the inning. But 2 more come across for the Braves. They now lead at 6-3. We go to the top of the 8th. Stay with us on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Earn a bachelor's or master's degree, complete a certificate, or take a single course through the Division of Continuing Education and Graduate Studies at Curry College. In-person and online classes run days, evenings, and weekends in Milton and Plymouth. To learn more about programs in accounting, business, criminal justice, education, nursing, and more, visit curry.edu.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Whether a night at the tap room for pub grub, dinner for the family, or a full-service catered event, Minkle Boys Catering. Food with passion. Book your event today.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile is committed to serve those who serve, and that's why they go above and beyond for our active duty military and veterans. Visit your neighborhood T-Mobile store or T-Mobile.com to learn more.
Now, top of the 8th, here from Bourne, Massachusetts, it's Alex Feuz, Cade Crenshaw, and Claire Foley with you. Said a beetle attacked me.
A beetle? Was it John or Paul?
It was Paul. He was in his yellow submarine. As a breaking ball, called strike to Morrell. Swings back like almost Kevin Youkilis. 0-1. Hits him right in the hand. ricocheted right back up here. Well, Morrell will take first on a hit by a pitch. Oh, with Morrell on first. Here in the 8th. With nobody out. Here's Carter Graham. Graham 0 for 3.
Now the trainer going to come out to talk with Morrell. Just make sure Beer should be okay, though.
First baseman, number 40 out of Stanford, Carter Graham.
Well, Morrell on first with nobody out. It's a 6-3 Bourne lead. Morrell will stay in this game. Duffy in his 3rd inning of work. That's now a 3-run lead, but that one, a well-hit ball to left field, back on the track. Benitos makes the catch. 1 down here at the top of the 8th.
When I say the unluckiest player on the Cape, it's got to be Carter Graham. How many hard-hit balls does a hitter have to have before one either leaves the yard or gets down?
Has no home runs on the summer and has 1 RBI after a breakout season for Stanford. I mean, I'm with you, Cade. Just can't get a lucky hit.
People will look at the numbers, and those not around this team will say, well, Carter Graham has not had a good summer with the Gatemen. Well, that's a lie. He's had a ton of great swings that just have found bad spots.
Well, that's baseball, right?
You gotta love it.
No one won the count here to Fabian. He's 1 for 2 tonight. 0-1. Called strike. Well, Fabian behind, 0-2. Fabian led off the 5th inning with a base hit. The same inning the Gatemen have scored the 3 runs that at that moment in time had a 3-2 lead. But that one, a well-hit ball into right. Back is Jones, who makes the play. Now 2 away. So 2 flyouts in a row. Well, here's Will Rogers. Designated hitter.
Arizona State, William Rogers. And fans, at this time, we ask if you participated in tonight's 50-50 raffle, please get your tickets out. We will be announcing the winners in the middle of this inning. Please get your tickets out at this time. Thank you.
Well, it's Morrell on first with 2 away. And here's Mr. Rogers. Grounder over to Shaw. Throw over to Peck in time to end the inning. Oh, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 6-3 Bourne lead. Stay with us on the Gateman Radio Network.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterwiz, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
Gibson Sotheby's International Realty is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod. Bottom of the 8th we go. It's a 6-3 Bourne Braves lead. Josh Moreland, John Peck, and Wyatt Hensler due up. Interface Mazza. Fastball, called strike. Mazza ahead, 0-1. And a night that was a must-win game for the Gatemen after a Falmouth loss. A win tonight would put the Gatemen within 3. They've had a lot of opportunities, but could not get the big hit when trailing at any moment in time tonight. Outside of the 5th inning, the Gatemen have yet to score a run. They scored 3 in the 5th.
In a must-win game late, you can't surrender 4 runs from the 6th inning on.
Mazza deals a 2-1 pitch to Moreland, low, and out 3-1 the count. And especially if you want to keep your team in this game, you can't give up any runs here in the 8th.
No, not at all.
Mazza kicks and fires a 3-1 grounder over to Graham. It's going to be fouled right at home. No, they're going to call that one a fair ball.
Shortstop, number 16 at Pepperdine.
It sounded like the home plate umpire said it was foul. Well, I was looking at the first base umpire and Sparky Burns, and he said he pointed it was fair, and he called it out.
That's 1 away in the 8th. But you're right. I heard on the third base side someone said you were robbed. I think he was.
Well, 1 down here in the 8th, and first pitch swinging, hits it well to center field, and now Morrell corrals it to get out number 2. John Peck flies out to right.
Third baseman, number 13.
And here's Wyatt Hensler.
Wyatt Hensler.
With 2 quick outs. Gateman down by 3. Mazza doing his job, trying to keep this game at bay. Now, a called strike to Hensler. Breaking ball. Just clipped the zone. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. Evens up the count now, 1-1. 6-3 Bourne in the bottom of the 8th inning. We're the only active Cape game at the moment. The 1-1. Taken low for a ball out, 2-1 the count.
The Gatemen trail by 3 with 1 out away before the top of the 9th. You have to think, Alex, this game's not over yet. They put 3 on the board in the 5th. They'll just have to do it again with their backs against the wall.
It'll be Hausiger, Campos, and Anderson due up. That one missed inside. Now 3-1 the count. 9-1 and 2 hitters due up for the Gatemen in the top of the 9th inning. It was that part of the order that was able to put together a couple hits, walks, and scored 3 runs. That one fouled right off the knee of Campos. Another full count. Full count. Hit a Hensler. Nobody on, 2 away. Payoff pitch. Breaking ball inside, so Hensler works a walk. with 2 away.
Catcher number 4 out of North Carolina, Tomas Frick.
Hensler on first, 2 down, the bottom of the 8th inning. Mazza out at the stretch again here in the 8th. And comes set right at the shoulders, kicks and deals, breaking ball up high. At moments, Mazza has had complete control over all his pitches, but then at times, the complete opposite.
Yeah, here in the 8th, it's been a little bit off. Right-hander warming up in the Bourne pen, looks to be the closer tonight.
1-0. That one line, base hit into center field. Rounding second and going to third is Hensler. It's going to be runners on the corners with 2 away for the top of the lineup. And that's Frick's just 3rd hit of the summer.
Left fielder number 9 out of East Tennessee State, Ryan Enos.
Mazza left it right over the plate for Frick to just drive it into the left center gap. And well, here's Eddie Marco, who would make a mound visit here, and we'll see if we have a call to the bullpen. Brings the infield in. It's runners on the corners with 2 away and a 6-3 game. I would assume this is Mazza's game.
I think it has to be in this point. You need 1 out in this frame to send it to the top of the 9th. I don't really understand why you would necessarily use another pitcher needing just 1 out before the top of the 9th.
And Mazza stays in it. Runners on the corners with 2 down for Ryan Enos at the plate. A base hit would give the Braves a 4-run lead heading into the top of the 9th for the Gatemen. Mazza, though, just trying to keep his team in this game as best as he can. 2 down, the bottom of the 8th. A check to first. Frick gets back with plenty of time. Mazza set. Kicks and deals. Fastball cut on and miss. Enos can't catch up to that one. No one on the count. Runners on the corners. 2 away. A 6-3 Braves lead. Mazza set ahead of Enos 0-1. Another check to first. Frick gets back with time. We've seen so many checks on the runners tonight. More than usual.
I think pitchers are primarily doing it because they're working around a 20-second pitch clock tonight.
0-1 stays high. 1-0 on the count.
We've seen a couple counts affected by that where the pitcher doesn't deliver home within 20 seconds and a ball is added to the count. And I believe that's only in play tonight. We haven't seen it in any other game all summer because tonight's game is televised on the New England Sports Network.
Mazza looking over at first, and Tomas Frick. Wyatt Hensler on third. The 1-1 pitch popped up behind us. Count now 1-2. Runners on the corners with 2 down. Mazza looking to get out of this jam. Steps off for a second. Now climbs back on the rubber. As I said, right at the shoulders, kicks and deals the 1-2. Chopper just fouled on the first base side. On a check swing, almost bounced up with some dirt. Rolls fouled on the first base side. One of my favorite things about Bourne, though, Cade, I mean, this field is one of the best well-kept fields in the Cape. It's a sneaky top 3 fields, I think, for me.
And it's always interests me who keeps the field up as well, who drives the tractor at the end of games.
Jared Saltamacchia, World Series champion. Our own Claire Foley caught up with him a few weeks ago, and we heard from the former Red Sox catcher. Many will never forget.
Now an assistant coach with the Braves.
Check the first. Reset the clock. Count now 1 and 2.
See, I think even if you install that clock, if you're just going to allow pitchers to use a pickoff move and pickoff throw to reset it, that doesn't help your pace of play any.
No, not at all. The 1-2 bounces in the Campos. Now taking off to second is Frank, who by the time Campos could corral that one, he was already halfway down, and he just said, okay, I'm going. Don't want to get caught in to a rundown here to end it. You never want to be the last out on the base pass. Now it's second and third with 2 away and a 2-2 count to Ryan Enos. As I said, right at the letters. A 2-2 pitch to Enos, fouled straight back behind us. Mazza threw 2 innings and 2/3 pitch, nearing close to 50 pitches. 25 strikes to 21 balls.
Lots of fog rolling in on the field, isn't it?
You're right.
That's either fog or sand dust. One of the two.
Not stone dust.
Not stone dust. Sand dust. We're on a beach over here minus the water. Who goes to the beach just for the sand?
2-2, chopper foul.
You know what? You know who would just go to the beach for the sand only?
You?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
I hate the sand.
No.
It ruins my shoes.
You seem like a big sand guy. Big sand guy.
I'm not going to talk to you the rest of the night after that comment. Second and third, 2 outs. The bottom of the 8th inning. A 6-3 Braves lead. A 2-2 pitch, another foul ball right behind us. This is an unbelievable at-bat. Is it just me, or has this at-bat seemed like it's gone on for like 10 minutes?
He knows his battle, and it's a 2-2 count, and this at-bat is stretching. Now the 9th pitch upcoming.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. As that kicks and deals, the 2-2 hits him right in the wrist.
Came right up and hit him. He knows that sounded awful, just awful. But he's going to make his way up to first for that. That will load the bases with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th.
Center fielder number
A
21
walk,
out of North Carolina.
a base hit, and a
Wareham.
hit by a pitch. That will load the bases in the bottom of the 8th inning. You always see something new and hear something new in every game.
You've got that right.
Mazza set. Oh, the payoff pitch. A called strike. Well, on one that counts. The Horvathan. A painful at bat, but a great one. Breaking ball gets away from Campos for about 2 seconds, able to corral it. No advancement from anywhere on the base pass, but the game in the jam with Mac Horvath at the plate. He's 1 for 3 tonight. The bases are loaded. The Gatemen with 2 away, and they're just trying to keep themselves in this game, down by 3. Frick with some speed on second base, but looks like we score on a base hit. Breaking ball low. 2-1 the count. As the wind begins to pick up once again. Two balls, 1 strike on Horvath. Pitch. Fastball called strike. Horvath now in a 2-2 count. Just trying to do a job for the Braves. You would not complain if you get another insurance run or 2 here in a 6-3 ball game to go to the 9th inning. Breaking ball, cut out, a miss to end it. Mazza gets out of the jam unscathed. We go to the top of the 9th. The Gatemen trail by 3. Stay with us on the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
The Gateway Tavern, located on Marion Road in Wareham, offers an extensive but not exhaustive array of menu choices. They search for the finest in foods, ranging from garden fresh produce to hand-selected seafood, and have special menus that change daily. The Gateway Tavern is proud to be the official helmet of the Wareham Gatemen.
For sales and rentals of Caterpillar machinery, generators, and marine engines, visit MiltonCat.com, your area cat dealer. Milton Cat, the Cape and Islands Caterpillar dealer, is proud to be a sponsor of today's game.
We go to the top of the 9th inning. Bourne leading Wareham 6-3. The call to the pen has been made to bring in the closer and the best arm on Bourne's staff. It's the all-star Ty Cummings, 6'3", 190-pound right-hander out of Campbell University. 7 appearances on the summer, 14 2/3 with 13 hits allowed, but just 1 run. It was earned, 5 walks, 15 strikeouts. That ERA sub 1. It's .61 for the sophomore out of Clayton, North Carolina.
Comes into this game, if you're a baseball fan, I'm sure you've heard of Edwin Diaz, the electric closer for the New York Mets. He uses the same entrance song, the trumpets blaring, trying to intimidate the opposing team. Oh, Jack Hausinger looks at a first pitch breaking ball from Cummings.
Now there's a butterfly on the infield grass. See it there?
I see it. What is that, good luck?
Let's hope.
0-1. Breaking ball, cut out, a miss, 0-2.
So the Gatemen would be scoring more runs on Cummings in this inning than he's allowed all season. So the task is tall.
14 2/3 innings pitched by Cummings. 0-2. A high fly ball into right field. Jones comes in. Now, moving back his shot to make the play. Oh, one away. Gatemen trail by 3 at the top of the 9th.
Catcher
That
number
was one
11
away.
out of Arizona State, Ryan Campos.
Here's Campos. Singled back in the 7th. At one moment in time tonight, Cade, the Gatemen had a 3-2 lead. But 2 runs in the 6th and another pair in the 7th. Get the Braves a 6-3 lead. That one, a deep drive to center field. Horvath moves back right before the track to make the play. And the Gatemen down to their final out.
Third baseman number 15.
All-Star against All-Star.
Anderson.
They'll be on the same team from 2 days. Coming deals, pitch low. Oh, 1-0 the count. In less than 48 hours, these two players between Anderson and Cummings will be teammates. The 1-0 gets past Frick. Now 2-0 the count. But right now, Cade, Anderson is looking to do a job, get on base. And if he does so, well, the game would have the tying run on deck. Cummings behind 2-0 the pitch. Way inside, out 3-0 the count. After 2 quick outs, got Hausinger swinging. And a fly out on the first pitch to center field by Campos. That one found the zone. 3-1 the count. Cummings behind now 3-1. The 3-1 pitch, grounded over to short. Peck makes a diving play, but it gets through for a base hit. Oh, another hit on the night by Anderson.
4 times on base for Max tonight.
And a 2-for-3 day. Unbelievable. Well, here's Owen Diodati. 0-for-2 with 2 walks. With Max Anderson on first.
Out of Oregon, Owen Diodati.
And Owen Diodati at the plate. And Chase Davis on deck. Chase Davis is a tying run. Cummings deals. The pitch grounded fouled on the third base side. It was All-Star against All-Star. Max Anderson won that battle. But now it's a 2021 Cape League All-Star and Owen Diodati to face a 2022 All-Star. And Ty Cummings. 0-1. Grounded foul right in front of us. And now the game and down to their final strike. Diodati behind 0-2. Anderson on first, 2 outs. And the top of the 9th, the Gatemen trail by 3. Ty Cummings kicks and deals the 0-2. Grounded foul on the first base side out of play. We'll do the 0-2 again. With 9 games remaining after tonight, it was a game that the Gatemen would have loved to win. But with the Gatemen down to their final strike. The 0-2 pitch up high. Owen Diodati and the Gatemen trying to will their way back into it and make a remarkable comeback. Down by 3. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt. Now 2-2 the count. Cade, we've seen it all season long, no matter what the score is. I mean, the Gatemen are in this game. They have the tie and run on deck. But they've been in almost every single game. A 2-2 pitch to Diodati. That one roped. Fair ball down the first base side. Diodati rounds first, and he goes to second. Anderson stops at third. It's a 2-out double. And now the Gatemen send a tying run and Chase Davis to the plate. How about that?
Center fielder number 6 out of Arizona, Chase
That's
Davis.
an experienced hitter, not mailing it in here at the end. Keep battling even in the ninth when you're down by 3 runs. The game's not over until it's over.
Second and third for the Gatemen. 2 outs. The top of the ninth. The tying run at the plate and Chase Davis. Pitch taken inside, and the pitch gets away from Frick for half a second. No advancement from Anderson. Thought about coming home, but Cody Doyle, the third base coach tonight, gets Anderson to hold up there at third. At 1-0 the count, and Frick will jog out to the mound and talk to his closer in Ty Cummings, the best pitcher statistically on this Bourne Braves pitching staff. Try to settle him down. Back-to-back hits from Anderson and Diodati.
A little 2-out magic.
The Gatemen had a 2-out rally in the 5th inning that scored 3 runs. 1-0 pitch to Davis. Breaking ball. Stays low. 2-0 the count. Tying run at the plate. Go-ahead run on the on-deck circle. Ty Cummings set right at the letters. Kicks and deals a 2-0 pitch low. Now 3-0 the count. Cade, you have the green light here.
You absolutely have the green light. He's sitting dead red fastball over the heart of the plate. Swing that joker to right field.
Second and third, 2 outs for the Gatemen. Down by 3. Tying run at the plate, and Davis shows bunt but pulls back for a called strike. Three balls and 1 strike. Chase Davis. Second and third with 2 away. Cummings set. The 3-1 pitch fouled away. Now for the 3rd time tonight, the Gatemen down to their final strike. Trying to continue a 2-out magic. Second and third with 2 down. Runners will be off with anything here. Cummings in agreement with Frick. Set. Deals a payoff pitch. Grounder over to Shaw at second. Fields fires to first in time. And that's the ball game. Final score, the Bourne Braves 6 and the Gatemen 3. That will conclude tonight's broadcast. For our own Claire Foley and Cade Crenshaw, I'm Alex Feuz. Final score tonight, the Braves 6, the Gatemen 3. Have a great night. In the words of Billy Joel, life's full of hellos and goodbyes, and unfortunately it's time to say goodbye once again. Have a great rest of your Thursday night. The Gatemen on the road at Yarmouth Dennis tomorrow. First pitch at 5. Have a great